Well, hey everybody, this is Ken Krell, and I am super thrilled to be with you today. We are going to have a fantastic time, and what you're about to see is going to blow your mind. A couple of things. First of all, I want to make sure that, of course, you value your time as I do. So please, if you would, cell phones, pagers, whatever it would be that would be in the way of your focus, please get rid of it. Put your devices in silent or vibrate, put Skype on Do Not Disturb, and just really mark the next 60, 90 minutes out because they're going to be super important. We have a lot that we're going to do, and I'm super excited about what you're in store for. So here's the background on this. I saw this presentation a while back when Russell did it, and it blew my mind, frankly, seeing what he was able to do, how he was able to clone and hack and to take advantage of existing successful sales funnels and modify them and put them into a system that just really worked predictably well. Was something I thought was fascinating. I thought was going to be really important for you guys. Anyway, everyone seemed to be running the webinar at that time, and I didn't want to be the same as everybody else, and frankly, I figured you probably had all seen it prior to, but since that time, a number of you have asked for similar things. And so anyway, I ran into Russell, and we finally were able to get things worked out. And then today things sort of got changed a little bit. So between my relocating here in Israel today, I'm now in Haifa, Israel. It's the big port city. Just finished volunteering on the military base, packing go kits full of emergency supplies. It's really kind of interesting, really fascinating with my mom. Anyway, so we had planned to have Russell here live. Russell, unfortunately, was unable to make it. And so what we've got is the presentation that I really wanted you to see in the first place. So better to have it in place so that I know it's good for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to run that for you right now. I will be with you in the chat, so it'll be as live as it could be if Russell was presenting it live, because I'll still be there chatting with you. So use the chat, talk to me, and we'll just go ahead and run the recorded version. And hopefully, if Russell can make it in towards the tail end of this, we'll be able to get him on as well. But no promises on that. We're just glad to be able to at least have a recording to play here with you guys. So with that said, let's go run it and talk to me in the chat, because we'll be here together. And since it is now officially 2 o'clock in the morning here in Israel, I really would appreciate the conversation with you guys. So come talk to me, and let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you guys to today's webinar. Welcome. Before we get started, we've got a ton of people. In fact, we are about to max out and go to webinars line. So congratulations for making it on. If you leave, you will not be able to get back on. I would say within a minute or two, we will be maxed out. So, which is exciting for me and for you and for everyone. So before we get started, I want to see if you guys are all here. So if you're here, if you can hear me, say hello and tell me where you guys are from. I know we've got people from all over the place. We've got Tony from Spain. We got someone from Sydney. We got San Diego, Columbus, Ohio, Ecuador, Colorado, Wenchichi, Washington. Yeah. We got from Manu, UK. We got from Dallas. We got from Orange County, California, Brooklyn, PA, Wisconsin, Florida, Chicago. Man, everywhere. Melbourne, New Mexico, Wisconsin, Chicago, Philly, Madison, New Jersey, I wish you guys could see this. This is like, this is kind of insane. So, yeah, you can, we can see tons and tons of these. So this is exciting, you guys. Very, very cool. Well, I want to welcome you guys to the training today. We're going to get started here in a couple of minutes. I want to make sure we have all of our friends and everyone else who wants to be on here to get on. So we'll give them a minute or two just to log on. But while we are waiting, I just wanted to welcome you guys. This is something I'm so excited to share with you guys. People always ask me, like, Russell, what is your favorite thing to talk about in this business? And the answer is this. It's talking about funnels and behind the scenes and how we reverse engineer them and a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. So before we get started, I'm curious, how many of you guys who are listening right now, how many of you guys are already in ClickFunnels? I know we've got a ton of In fact, we just passed, a little while ago, we passed 10,000 active members, and we're growing about 200 people a day right now, so it's awesome. So I'm curious, how many of you guys are active ClickFunnels members? All right. We've got tons of you guys using ClickFunnels. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of really, really cool things. I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes of some of my sales funnels. I know that some of you guys are selling information products, some of you guys are selling coaching, some of you guys are selling supplements, some of you guys are selling physical products. I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes of a bunch of my different book funnels. I'm going to show a bunch of my different funnels. My book funnel that sold over 26,000 copies of my book in less than 30 days. My high ticket funnel, which sells over 12 high ticket clients per month at $25,000 a pop, which is kind of cool. My supplement funnel that before we sold that company was selling about 368 bottles per day and a whole bunch more. So it's going to be fun, you guys. I'm excited. A couple of things before we get started, housekeeping notes. As you can tell, when I get excited, I talk really, really fast. And so if I would recommend getting out a pad of paper and a pencil or something to take notes. Shut down Skype, Facebook, close down your phone. I just shut off my phone. I put on airplane mode. I recommend you guys put in airplane mode so we can focus 100% because we got some important things to cover. I don't want you to miss any of it. So that's kind of the main things. And again, this presentation is going to be a lot of fun, you guys, but it'll be more fun the more you interact with me. I can see the question box there. So as you submit questions and you ask things, I can see them here in front of me. And so make sure you are asking questions so that I can get feedback and give you guys exactly what you want. So can you guys see back on the screen right now? Can you guys all see the video there of me and Tony Robbins? If you can see it, let me know. All right, cool. Joe799, yes, this is live. Cool, so that is a video. We actually worked on Tony Robbins' book funnel a little earlier this year, and so I thought it'd be fun to show you guys some B-roll footage of that. But with that said, I'm ready to get started. If you guys are ready, give me a yes over in the question box. As soon as I get 100 yeses, I'm ready to rock and roll. All right, cool. All right, there's like 500 yeses already. Okay, let's jump into this. So the title of my presentation today, you guys, is I'm going to show you guys my weird niche funnel. It's currently making me $17,947 per day. How many of you guys want to see that sales funnel? If you want to know, let me know in the question box. Say, yes, Russell, show it to me. All right, cool. I'm not just going to show you that one. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of them, so that's kind of cool. But one thing is, like, it doesn't really matter if I've got a sales funnel making me a bunch of money, right? What does that have to do with you? Why should you guys even care, right? And so the cooler part is the second part of this presentation, which is more important, is not only am I going to show you behind the scenes of all my funnels, I'm going to show you guys a process on how you can ethically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. How many of you guys are even more interested in learning how to ethically knock off any of my funnels in less than 10 minutes? Let me know. All right. Very, very cool. Okay. So finally you asked. Yes. All right, cool. So I'm going to be showing you guys that whole process. Now, I put the word ethically huge in bold letters there because there is definitely an unethical way to do this, and there's an ethical way, and I'm a big believer in doing things ethically, and so I'm going to show you guys the ethical way. But because there is the potential for abuse with this, I need you guys to make me all a promise, okay? I need you guys to promise me that after I show you this funnel hacking process, you promise me you will not use these powers for evil. Can I get you guys to promise me that? All right, I got promise. I will not turn to the dark side, Russell. I got 3 pinky swears. All right. Okay, now obviously I'm kind of teasing about this, but at the same time I'm being 100% serious because you could literally, after going through this presentation, you could go to any of my sales funnels, any of your friends' sales funnels, any guru sales funnels, you could go, and anybody who's having success online, you can look at what they're doing, and now you'll know exactly how to reverse engineer it and get it built out in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it gives you guys some real power. So I am serious about that. Is I want you guys using this ethically, because if you understand the ethical process, it becomes really, really powerful. Okay. Now, a couple things before I get started. This is my lawyer. He also plays one on TV and makes me say this before I get started. A couple things. First off, by watching this presentation, you are not going to start magically making $17,947 per day. Now, I'm guessing all of you guys are intelligent enough to know that. That's not the goal of this webinar. The goal of this webinar is not to help you guys make that much. In fact, my goal when I got started online was not to make 17 grand a day. Like, that wasn't even something that crossed my mind. I was just trying to figure out how to cover some bills, okay? At the time, I had just gotten married. I was a student. We had like a $475 a month rent payment. We had a car payment. And so I just wanted to figure out a way to cover some of my bills. How many of you guys are in that spot in your life right now where you're just like, I have to cover my bills, right? You got house payments, you got car payments. Like, that was why I got started online. I don't know about you guys, but I was just like, if I can cover these payments, life will be good. Okay, so I got started. I got online. I started learning these things, and I started selling things on eBay. I started doing different things like that just to make some money. And I started listening to all these people who were making a lot of money online. And I remember I was listening to this one guy, and it was on a teleseminar. This is before webinars were even a real thing. And on this teleseminar, he told us that he was a millionaire. And I remember sitting back thinking, man, I want to be a millionaire. How cool would that be, right? But then I sat back and I realized at the went to college. I was barely passing my classes. I was like, I'm probably not smart enough to be a millionaire. But I thought, but what if I figure out a way to do that? Like this guy's doing it, why can't I? And so I got out a pad of paper and I started writing down some numbers, and I wrote down $1,000,000. Said, how much would I have to make every single day to make $1,000,000 in a year? So I got my little calculator out. This is my math skills from college. I did 1,000,000 divided by 365, and I found out if I was to make $2,739.73 a day every single day for an entire year, I'd make $1,000,000. I was like, wow. And that number is still a big number, but at least I looked at it and I said, that's possible, right? I could actually figure out a way to do that, maybe. So I started working on some things. We started making these little websites. I'm going to show you guys some of them. I had a potato gun website. I had these little websites we created and put out there. And most of them didn't make a ton of money, right? They weren't making thousands of dollars a day, but one of them would make $10 a day, and one of them might make $30 a day. And every time I launched one of these new little websites, it got me closer and closer to that goal of $2,739.73 a day. What I found is by doing that, by putting out these little projects and seeing what was going to stick, every once in a while we'd have one that would just blow up. For example, like the one I'm going to show you guys here on the webinar, which blew up way bigger than $2,700 a day. It's doing close to $18,000 a day or beyond. And so right now in our company, we currently have 27 different sales funnels. And each of these funnels are currently making anywhere from $20 a day to, on the low end, up to one of the bigger ones I'll show you guys that's making over $17,947 per day. Is that pretty cool, you guys? You want to see that? All right. Very, very cool. Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, my goal for this this webinar is a couple things. First off, how many of you guys who are on it already have a business? You have some type of business that you're running. Okay, we got a lot of business owners. Okay, a lot of you guys are business owners. Cool. All right, we got some brick and mortars. We got Amazon businesses. We got a bunch of business, supplement businesses. Cool. So if you already have a business, I'm going to show you how to use this funnel hacking process to take any business and dramatically scale it up. Okay, we have companies pay me $100,000 to come in and help them scale their companies, and guess what I do? The exact same thing I'm going to be showing you guys during this training. That's it. Like, that's my magic trick. Okay, everything I show you today, you guys now have that as if you just paid me $100,000 to learn it. Okay, so if you have a business, this is the process I would use to help you dramatically scale that business. How many of you guys do not have a business yet? You're a startup. You have nothing yet, or you're starting. You're kind of moving through getting the pieces in place, but you're kind of a beginner. You're in the startup phases. All right, we got a lot of startup people here. Awesome, awesome. Okay, awesome. A lot of newbies, startup, beginner, no business yet. Okay, so for the beginners, this is a good thing, okay? Because I'm going to show you guys how to follow this funnel hacks process so that you're not going to be successful in 6 months from now or a year from now or beyond. I want you guys to be successful today. Okay, and so to be able to do that, you have to learn this funnel hacks process. Okay, it'll show you exactly how to build a business from scratch in almost no time at all. Okay, so if you've got a business, we're gonna help you scale it. If you don't have one, we're gonna show you how to start it, and it's gonna be really, really fun. Okay, now real quick before we get into this, how many of you guys know what a funnel is, or a sales funnel, or a marketing funnel? Okay, I get this question a lot. It's like, Russell, what is a funnel? I always assume people knew, but I found out recently that most people don't know. And then the second question is, do I need one for my company? So how many of you guys know what a sales funnel is right now? I'm curious. All right, we got a lot of yeses. We got some kindas. We got some nos. Okay, cool. So I'll kind of explain this a little more throughout the presentation, but just a really quick recap. So when I got started in doing this business 10 years ago, we didn't have sales funnels. We had websites, right? And we would go and we'd spend money on Google, and we would drive traffic to this website, and we'd make some money. Okay, it was pretty cool. But the problem is that everyone started talking about how much money they were making online, and so all of a sudden other people wanted to jump in. They tried it, and so competition got harder as there's more people competing. Then ad networks like Facebook, Facebook wasn't around back then, but Google and things like that started saying, hey, there's more people spending money, we can increase our prices. And soon I could drive the same amount of traffic to my website and spend the same or more money, and I could never make my money back. I put $1 in advertising in, and I would lose $1 or lose $2 or $3. Okay, and you can't build a business that way. And so luckily for me and for you and for everyone, there's been some really smart people over the last 10 years who have figured out, hey, the website is kind of dead. That's why I have the picture here. The website's dead, but the new process is a sales funnel where someone comes and they buy the first product, and maybe you have an upsell or a downsell. You take someone through a sales funnel, and that is the way that we can make money online. Okay, that's the future. That's where things are today. And so I'll show you guys some of my sales funnels, but just so you know, it's the evolution of a website. 10 years ago, we all knew we needed a website to be in business. Today, a website's not good enough anymore. You need a sales funnel to be in business, and that's what we're talking about today. Okay? All right. So this right here, this is a picture of my very first website that was actually making me money. This is one of my little sites that was making me, $20 or $30 a day. It was a site called How to Make a Potato Gun. Now, I'm from Boise, Idaho. Here in Boise, you guys probably know we are famous for potatoes. There's potatoes laying around everywhere. So what we do for fun is we make big old potato guns and we shoot them. And so when I was first getting in this marketing business, people said, find something you're passionate about and create a product. So I was passionate about potato guns. Like, it was a fun thing. So I went and I created a DVD and we started selling this DVD. And that was one of my very first products. It was making me a little bit of money. Okay. And what was cool about it is I had this one, I had 3 or 4 other ones just like this. I'm doing it in college, making 20, 30 bucks a day. And for me, that was like, that was millions of dollars in my mind. Like, I was rich as a college kid. And I had some other friends doing this as well. And one day, one of my friends called me up, and he was doing the same business as me. He had these little information products. And he called me up and said, Russell, I figured out a way that doubled my business. I think it could double your business as well. I'm like, really? What is it? He said, I took all my little products, just like the one you had, just like your potato gun ones. He said, I started adding upsells. So somebody would buy my first product, and on the next page, I have a special offer. He called them OTOs, one-time offers. He said, Russell, about 20 to 30% of people who buy my first product will buy my upsell. I'm like, are you serious? He said, yeah, and usually my upsell is about 3 times as much money. He said, Russell, my business has doubled because of adding these little upsells. I thought, are you kidding me? Like, I would love to double my business. Like, 20 bucks a day for me was a big deal. If I can make 40 bucks a day on one of these little websites and I got 5 of them, like, that's a lot of money. So I went back to the drawing board and I did exactly what he said. I went back to my potato gun and I created an upsell. We made these little upsells where we were selling starter kits and things like that. Okay, and sure enough, just like he said, we had between 20 and 30% of people who bought the product, the DVD, who then bought our upsell. Okay, and it literally doubled my business. Not just in this funnel, but all my funnels. I remember thinking, I added one tiny page to my website, and I doubled how much money I was making. If I was a doctor, I wanted to double how much money I was making, what would I have to do? I'd have to go to more medical school. I'd have to get specialized. Like, it's not easy. All I did was make one little website. The headline was, wait, customize your order, a video, and a button. Like, that was it. Okay, it took us maybe 10 minutes to put the whole thing together, and it doubled our business. Okay, so for me, I started getting obsessed with this whole idea of funnels. In fact, a couple years later, we were testing out all these different things, like what happens if we had upsell or downsell? What if we break things out different ways? And one day we stumbled upon a funnel that we called a micro-continuity funnel. How many of you guys remember micro-continuity funnels? We used to talk about these a lot back in the day. Okay, so we created this little micro-continuity funnel, and it started making us tons of money. So I actually shared this with my audience. I said, look, guys, I figured out a new funnel. Go and try it. And we had thousands of people submit case studies and then making money with these little micro-continuity funnels. But it was just a different way to kind of create a sales funnel. Okay, a couple years later, I got a call from my friends, and he said, Russell, I figured out a new funnel. And anytime somebody tells me that, like, my ears perk up. He said, I call it an automated Evergreen webinar funnel. Now, today, most people have heard of Evergreen webinars. But back then, this is a brand new concept no one had ever heard of or ever talked about. And I was like, cool, how's it work? And he showed me, and I was blown away. The guy was doing close to $1 million a month with this Evergreen webinar funnel. And so I looked at it and I said, do you mind if I model this? Like, I'll do my own webinar, obviously, but I get the concept. Like, this is beautiful. He said, sure, yeah, go ahead and do that. So I modeled it as close as I could because he had proven this model would work. So we modeled it. We modeled the registration page, the confirmation page, the replay pages, the sequences, everything as close as we could. We then launched our automated webinar, and within 90 days of launching it, we made over $1 million. Is that crazy? Now, I'm not telling you that you're going to make $1 million if you make an automated webinar funnel. That's not my goal with this. My goal is to help you understand that I could have spent years trying to figure something out that didn't work half as well. But because I found a model, a blueprint that worked, all I had to do was take that and model it, and I was able to quickly have success. Okay? So as you can probably tell, after that, I became obsessed. Like, I need as many sales funnels as possible. How do I make them? What can I do? And it became really, really fun. And for the last 10 years, that's what I've been doing. So after 10 years of doing this, you guys, I've discovered the hard way. But you guys, because you were here today, you have a really rare opportunity where you guys get to cheat and just get it the easy way. How many guys, I'm curious, would love to have this the easy way? If you want the easy way, write easy peasy or something in the message box, or just say yes. All right, we got booyah, we got both hands up. All right, cool. Lemon squeezy. All right, cool. So that's my goal, you guys, is to give you the easier way, and I think you're gonna love it. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. All right. So this, you guys, is what I call the hard way, aka what we've been doing, what we've been forced to do for the past 10 years. Can you guys all see the screen here? On the background there, this is one of my, this is actually our supplement sales funnel. This is the one that before we recently sold this company, before we sold it, it was making over almost $18,000 a day on average. And this is it. I took some pictures of it and I posted it here on the wall in the office because I thought it'd be fun. So you can see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, those 8 pages, you guys, are making me almost $18,000 a day. That seems easy, right? Like, hey, throw up 8 pages and make a bunch of money, Russell. But the reality is, for us to create this little funnel, it was hard. We did this about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we did it the hard way. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through the hard way so you understand how we used to do it, but don't freak out and leave the webinar, because afterwards I'm going to show you guys the easy way where I can build this exact same funnel now in a matter of minutes as opposed to how long it took me to do this one, okay? So this is the process I went through to build this funnel. Step number one is I had to design the funnel. Okay, so I figured out, like, what's it going to look like? Am I going to have upsells? What's the price points? You know, and I kind of designed the funnel. For me, that's my favorite part. Like, I love doing that. So I designed the funnel. When that part was done, then I had to write the sales letters. Now, the supplement we were selling was helping people who had diabetic neuropathy. Now, I didn't have diabetic neuropathy. I don't know much about it, so I didn't want to write the sales letter for that. So I hired one of the best copywriters I know, and it cost me $20,000 for me to write the sales letter. So I wrote the sales letter. We put it on the page, and it was funny. After he writes the sales letter, he emails me the Microsoft Word document with the sales letter. And I was like, what's this? He's like, there's your sales letter. I'm like, this is just a Microsoft Word document. He's like, yeah, that's the sales letter. So I had to then take this Word document and figure out, how do I turn this into a website, right? So then I hired a designer to take these Word documents and turn it into a website to look good. So he designed it. You can kind of see what it looks like here on the wall in my office. And then when he was done, he sent me some Photoshop files. I get the Photoshop files. I'm like, okay, what do I do with these? And he's like, well, you got to hire someone to make them a website. So then I hire a website designer to take the files, slice them up, get them online. Then we had to hire a programmer to go set up our shopping cart and our analytics and all those kind of things. We had an analytics person. So when all was said and done, for me to create this one funnel right here, these 8 pages, my upfront costs were $29,000. Is that crazy? Like, I could buy a brand new car for that, but that's what it cost me just to have one funnel created. Okay, but the worst thing for me was not the $29,000 up front. The worst thing for me was that I had already ordered the supplement. It was sitting in a warehouse for 8 weeks while we were building out this funnel. It took us 2 months to build it out. Okay, and for me, that was the worst part. Now, if you've ever struggled to be successful online in the past, this is probably why. Okay, for someone like me who's been doing this for 10 years, it still cost me almost 30 grand to build a funnel in 2 months. Okay, it's hard. It was really, really hard. Okay, now again, that's the bad news, but I do have some good news. The good news is that during this Funnel Hacks presentation, I'm going to show you guys how you can do this exact same thing in a very, very short period of time. Okay, all right, so if you have your pad of paper out now, this is what we're going to be covering during today's presentation, the 3 secrets of funnel hacking. So secret number 1, I call this funnel hacking. I'm going to show you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys want to learn how to do that one right there? If you do, you got to let me know. Because I can skip that one if you guys want. I've already done this before. All right, you guys are in. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'll cover that one for sure. Okay, secret number 1, then I'm going to show you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Secret number 2 is what I call funnel cloning. So after we got the funnel hacks from people, now I'm going to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And secret number 3, people always say, Russell, I have a funnel now, but what do I do with it? How do I get people to actually show up? So the third secret I'm going to show you guys is my number 1 traffic hack. Okay, I call this one how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnel instead. How many of you guys want to learn that one? Because that's the holy grail. After you have the funnel done, you need traffic. You put those 2 things together, it's game over. Okay, all right. So that's what we're going to be covering. So let's jump right in. So secret number 1, funnel hacking: how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Okay, now for you guys to really understand, there's a couple things you have to understand. I learned this first one from Tony Robbins. He said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded. Okay, makes perfect sense, right? I was thinking back in my life about things that I've had success with, right? I was a really good wrestler. But when I started wrestling, I wasn't very good at all. But I wanted to be, so I got started. And my dad and I used to go and we'd find the best wrestlers in the state and in the country, and we'd videotape what they were doing. Then we'd go back home to my house, and my dad and I would train and practice all these moves. And in a very short period of time, I went from being a bad wrestler to a state champ, to an All-American, to getting college scholarship, being one of the top 10 wrestlers in the country. Okay? It didn't go from me being an amazing athlete, because I'm not. It went from me finding those who were successful and modeling them. Same thing happened when I started my business. I was a college kid. I had no business background whatsoever. I just wanted to make some money, jumped online, realized really quick I wasn't smart enough to figure it out on my own, so I started looking around, and I saw other people who were successful. I looked at what they were doing, I modeled it, and within a year of graduating from college, I'd made over $1 million online. Okay, is that crazy? Still blows my mind when I think about it. Now, the same thing is true with the sales funnel, you guys. You are not supposed to go out there and try to figure out how to build a new sales funnel. You've got to find someone who has a successful sales funnel already and then model it. Okay, does that make sense? Now, every time I share this concept, somebody always comes to me like, well, Russell, that's cool, but you know, I figured out a new way to do this that nobody's ever thought of before. Or I figured out a market that nobody's in yet. And I always kind of smile with people and I tell them the same thing. I say this: you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. Okay? And it's true if you think about it, right? I always tell people, like, most entrepreneurs, like, we have a vision, right? We want to change the world in our own little way. But the problem is most of us go out and we start, and then one of two things happen. Either we run out of money or we run out of time before our vision is ever executed. And we can't change the world. We can't help anybody. Okay? And so for you to be successful, you have to understand that you've got to follow this process. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time or money before you ever get to the finish line. Okay? Now, the first time I think I really ever got this, I was at a Dan Kennedy seminar, and this guy got on stage. His name was Porter Stansberry. And Porter works for a company called Agora Publishing. And Agora, they are one of the biggest newsletter publishers in the world. In fact, they do almost $1 billion a year selling financial newsletters. It's crazy. And Porter's up there talking, and he is sitting out there laying out his entire sales funnel. I'm like this young kid taking notes as fast as I can. And he's talking all fast, going through everything, and all of a sudden he stopped. He said, you know what's interesting? He said, every year people come and they see how much money that Agora is doing as a company, and they want to compete with us. Okay? And so they come in, the first thing they all try to do is they look at our pricing structure, and they say, well, let's undercut them. Let's make our prices cheaper. So they try to undercut the prices. So the problem is you can't make the media work that way. It's like, we've tested. You can't. Like, this price point is the perfect price point. We've spent hundreds of millions of dollars testing it. This is what it is. So people come to undercut them. Doesn't work. So they try to do a different business model. That doesn't work. And they try all sorts of things. And Porter said, don't you understand? If you want to compete with Agora Publishing, you can't try to beat us. You have to copy us. So we have hundreds of full-time copywriters and analytics people testing every single thing we do. He said, we have literally hundreds of millions of arrows in our backs. If you want to beat us, you got to copy us. And I had sat there having this aha, thinking, why in the world would I go and try to reinvent the wheel? I don't have the budgets to these people. I don't have the copyright. I don't have anything. Like, why don't I just go look at what they're doing right now and just shortcut all that trial and error and just start where they are right now? Okay? And that's the core concept of funnel hacking, all right? So let me walk you through the process. Step number one is if you're going to funnel hack, if you already have a business, this comes back to finding your competitors. If you don't have a business yet, figure out what business you want to be in. Say, hey, I want to be in the health and wellness. I want to be in gardening. I want to be in whatever market you want to be in. Go find someone who's already crushing it, doing exactly what you want to do, and you got to find that person to funnel hack them. Okay, so when we launched our supplement, I told you before, it was a diabetic neuropathy supplement. Okay, and again, I didn't know much about that. We did some research and eventually found this company right here who also sold a diabetic neuropathy supplement. We did some research. We found out they were making about $100,000 a month. Okay, and so I thought, cool, this market's proven there's somebody doing it. Let's go and let's launch our website and our funnel in this market. And at first I was like thinking, you know, I'm Russell Brunson, internet marketing dude. I know a really smart way to do it. But then I sat back, I said, you know what? I've never been in this market. I don't know how they respond. I don't know anything about these guys. But these guys have proven that this is how these guys buy. So we said, let's just model what they're doing. Okay? Let's funnel hack them and model. So we modeled them as close as we could. Now notice I use the word model and not copy. I didn't copy them. I modeled them, right? They had a logo in the top left-hand corner. I had a logo. They had a phone number. I had a phone number. They had a long-form sales letter. I had a long-form sales letter. They had a picture of their bottle. I had a picture of my bottle. I looked at their pricing strategy. I copied the pricing strategy as close as I could because they had proven that this market responded to this type of a page. Okay? And again, notice I didn't steal their sales letter. I didn't copy anything. We modeled their layout, modeled their price points. Okay? So we launched this, and within a very short period of time, we went from having no revenue at all in this little company to making about $20,000 a month. So it's kind of cool. I was getting excited, and then I wanted to figure out, how do we scale this? How do we grow it? And so I did something that every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, I pulled my credit card out, and I bought their product. Okay, if I want to understand how these guys are so successful, I need to buy their product and see what's happening behind the scenes. What does the sales funnel actually look like? Okay? And unfortunately for me and for them, at the time, they didn't really have a sales funnel. They had nothing for me to look at. Since then, I think somebody showed them this webinar because I funnel hacked them a little while ago, and they had actually copied my entire sales funnel. So I think that they're learning, but at the time, they weren't doing anything right. Okay? They just happened to have found a market, and they were successful in it. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening. So I went back and said, well, there's got to be someone in this market that's having success that has a really good sales funnel. I did some research, and eventually I found another company. Okay, and so I went through their process, and I found out that at the time they were doing about $3 million a month. Okay, is that crazy? $3 million a month with the supplement funnel. So I went to the page. I found they had a video sales letter. I watched the video. I clicked on the add to cart button. Took me to their order form, and their pricing strategy was way different. They had 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. I saw how they structured it and everything. I was like, okay, cool. This is a really good model. And then I did what an entrepreneur has to become good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, and I bought their product. Okay, I bought their product. On the next page, I found out they were offering 6 more bottles of the exact same thing that I had just purchased. I remember sitting back thinking, are these guys crazy? Do they think I'm a drug addict? Like, they not know that I just barely bought 4 bottles of this thing. I don't need 6 more bottles. And I remember for a second thinking, these guys are crazy. And I'm thinking, like, I'm going to have a way better upsell than them. And then, luckily for me, I took my pride off my shoulders. I hung it up on the wall. I said, you know what? Maybe they've got some arrows in their back. Maybe they tested this. Maybe this is something that actually works. So I just kept going through the funnel. I looked at it, and there it was. These 5 pages, you guys, was making them over $3 million a month. Okay, so I went back to the drawing board on my funnel, and I kind of first thing, step number 3 is after you see what their funnel looks like, then you come here and you sketch out the funnel. So I sketched out my funnel. Okay, I had the page right here, the upsell, and I mapped out like there is a blueprint. Now I know what I need to create to be successful. I'm not guessing, I'm not hoping, I'm not wishing. I'm finding a proven blueprint, and then I model it. Okay, so I sketched out the blueprint of what they were doing, and went back and we built it out inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so they had a video sales letter, I had a video sales letter. They had an order form, we modeled their order form. We modeled their price points. We had an upsell, we had 6 bottles just like them. We had our other upsells, and notice we modeled the look and the feel and the layout and the pricing strategy as close as we could because they had proven that this market responded in that way. Okay, then we took this and we launched it, and we went from making $20,000 a month to almost $20,000 a day. Is that crazy, you guys? Are you getting how this funnel hacking process works? Okay, it's pretty powerful, right? All right, now the coolest thing for me is that my total investment to learn all of that, to figure out exactly what they had been testing and tweaking for years, was about $100. I just had to buy their product, and then I saw everything they were doing. Okay, that's the power of funnel hacking, you guys. Now, I want to show you guys a really quick story. So this is a guy named Drew Canoli. He owns a company called FitLife.tv, and they are amazing. And I had a chance to do some consulting with them. They're about to launch a new product called Organifi. And I took them through this process, and I want you to hear in their words kind of what happened. So I'm going to show you guys a really quick video. This is from Jamel on their team. And I know that we're streaming this to go to webinar. It might be a little bit choppy. I apologize for that. But listen to the words, because if you hear the words he says, this will help you understand why this process, why this concept, why it works so well. Okay, so give me 1 second here to start his video.
So real quick backstory. I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel. What should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization. And we were going to come out with the physical product line. And we're like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NerdSell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. Modeled his pricing, 47, 129, 149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting, and we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels, he broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed us exactly what they did, and we just copied it, and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you, Russell. Yeah.
All right, so you guys getting how this process works, I hope. Now, I want to mention, because every time I talk about this, someone's like, well, that's cool, Russell, but I don't have a supplement funnel, right? So the one thing I want to stress is that this does work for supplement funnels, but it also works for coaching funnels, for info product funnels, for e-commerce funnels, for network marketing funnels, for affiliate funnels, funnels for real businesses. I have friends who run offline businesses. They always tell me that, Russell, I have a real business, okay? It works for real businesses. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. For example, how many guys who are on it now are either a coach or you'd like to be a coach? Let me know over in the discussion box over here. It could be a life coach, a business coach. It could be, whatever it is. All right, we got some coaches. We got some consultants. We got a wellness coach. We got a life coach. All right, so if you're a coach or you'd like to be a coach, you might want to model this coaching funnel, okay? This coaching funnel I spent over 18 months testing and tweaking every variation I could dream of. Right now it averages us over $70,000 per week, week in and week out like clockwork. That's like, what, $280,000 a month or more, and it just works. So if you are a coach or you want to be a coach, you may want to model my coaching funnel, okay? How many guys are selling information products or you would like to sell an information product? Okay, we got some info product people up here. We got a lot of you guys doing info products. Okay, cool. So if you were selling an info product or you'd like to do an info product, you should model one of my info product funnels. This funnel right here, this is my free book funnel. This bundle right here helped us sell over 30,000 copies of the book. Right now, post-launch, it still makes us between $3,000 and $4,000 a day in and day out like clockwork. So if you're selling any kind of info products, you might want to model one of my info product funnels. How many of you guys are selling physical products? I always get my Amazon friends who are like, well, Russell, we sell on Amazon. Funnels don't work for us. So I wanted to prove them wrong. So we actually figured out 7 different sales funnels for Amazon-style physical products. This is one of my e-commerce funnels, and it crushes it. In fact, one of the fastest-growing segments out of ClickFunnels right now are Amazon sellers who are afraid because Amazon shuts them down or shuts a friend down or something, and they want control. Okay, when you have your own funnel, you have complete control. You're not at the whims of Amazon or eBay or anyone. You can do it yourself. And so it works for e-commerce funnels. How many of you guys are in network marketing? Okay, network marketing or direct sales company. Okay, this is one of my network marketing funnels. Some of you guys don't know that I'm the top money earner in 2 different network marketing companies right now. I run a Ferrari a couple years ago, and I did that through funnels. It works in network marketing as well. How many of you guys run real businesses? Okay, we got our real businesses out there. Cool. So this is one of my buddies is a chiropractor, and he said, Russell, how would this concept work for me? I run a real business. And so we figured out how he was generating leads in his business right now. We reverse engineered that, made an online funnel, and right now this little funnel gets him between 7 and 10 new leads into his practice per week. Okay, pretty powerful, right? All right, so the next question is, Russell, where do I find a good funnel? And after I find a funnel, how do I know how much money they're actually making? Because I hate to funnel hack someone who's broke, right? All right, so those are great questions. So let me go into that. So the first thing I do to find a good funnel, I go to a website called clickbank.com. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of ClickBank. If not, just go to clickbank.com. And ClickBank is cool because they have over 100,000 successful sales funnels in their marketplace. Okay, and they have sales funnels for everything from gardening to finance to business opportunities to chicken coops. Okay, now I thought this was a joke. This is one of my friend's sales funnels. He teaches people how to build chicken coops in their backyards in a weekend. Okay, and I thought this was a joke, but apparently it's a real thing. Now my wife heard about this, and now she wants to build chicken coops in her backyard, and I'm trying to talk her out of it. But this little funnel right here makes my friend over $12,000 a month. Okay, so I don't care if you're selling weight loss or chicken coops or anything in between. There's probably a funnel inside ClickBank that you can funnel hack and you can model. So go to clickbank.com and click on that button at the top that says Marketplace. Then it'll show you the entire marketplace, and it breaks it down into categories. So here's the health and fitness category, the gardening, the business, the whatever categories you want, and then it ranks it based on what product is selling the most today. So here in the health and fitness category, the #1 selling product right now is Venus Factor. Okay, so that's how you find a successful sales funnel. How do we know how much money they're making? Well, I don't really know for sure, right? I don't know the guys at Venus Factor. They're not going to just tell me how much money they make, but I know that. I have some, ClickBank is here in Boise as well, so I had lunch a little while ago with the CEO and the founder of ClickBank, and I asked him, I said, hey, I'm curious, like how much money is Venus Factor making? Russell, we can't tell you that. I'm like, oh, I know you can't, but let's just say you could. And I told him, I said, last year I had a friend, he was #1 spot in the health and fitness category, and he was the #1 spot. He was making about $50,000 a day. Is that crazy, you guys? Makes my little funnels look like I'm like a little kid, right? But he was making 50 grand a day. I said, is Venus Factor, is that kind of the same place? He said, Venus, these guys are making 50 grand a day. Is that what Venus Factor's making? And he looked at me and shook his head and said, Russell, they're making more than double that. Is that crazy? So these guys are making over $100,000 a day with this one little sales funnel. So that's kind of how we know how much money these funnels are making. Okay. Now the second step, after I find the funnel I want to funnel hack, then I have to do what every good entrepreneur has to be good at doing. I have to buy their product. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, pulled the credit card out, and I bought it. So I went and bought Venus Factor. And right here, you guys, this is Venus Factor sales funnel. Those 4 pages. Those 4 pages are making $100,000 a day. Was that worth my $37 or $47 investment? Heck yeah, it was. So I buy their product, I see what it looks like, and then I go and I sketch out their funnel. So I say, okay, I had a $47 product, they have a $37 upsell, $79 upsell, $19.95. I see what the product is, what the offerings are, and now I have a blueprint. Now I know what I need to create to be able to go and be successful in this market. Okay, guys, so that was secret number 1. I just showed you how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys like secret number 1 so far? All right, wish you guys to see the comments. You're all going crazy. All right, so that is secret number 1, you guys. Now let's dive into secret number 2. So I just showed you guys funnel hacking. Step number 2 here, secret number 2 is what I call funnel cloning. So now I'm going to show you guys how to clone their proven funnel that you just funnel hacked inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay. Now in the past, what I would do is I would take this blueprint that I just sketched out. I would take that and I'd have a meeting. I would call my designers, my webmasters, my programmers, my analytics people. We'd bring them into a room. We'd whiteboard it out. I'd say, guys, this is a funnel we got to go build. And we'd go out and start building it. And 2 months later, we'd have a funnel that we could go and launch and try to see if it would work. Okay, that was the old way. That was the long, the hard, the annoying way. The good news for you guys, because you're here today, I'm going to show you guys the new way, a better way, and it's by using a tool that we created called ClickFunnels. How many of you guys have heard of ClickFunnels, or how many of you guys are using ClickFunnels? I want to know. Looks like most of you, the crowd is going wild. All right, a lot of you guys are using it. Some of you guys are just getting started. Cool. So ClickFunnels is the tool we created to make it simple. So you didn't have to glue together 30 different products just to make one sales funnel. So you didn't have to have a team of 12 people just to build one sales funnel. We want to make it simple. Now, obviously, I love ClickFunnels. I could I could tell you guys forever how much I love it, but I don't want you to take my word for it. I want to show you a really quick video from one of our ClickFunnels users who is one of our super fans, someone who's built some huge businesses on ClickFunnels in the last year. And I want you to hear in his own words what ClickFunnels has meant to him. And again, I know this is a video, so it might be a little bit choppy, but listen to the words because that's the key.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just going to manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages or from Optimized Press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that opened up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the Matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress, anxiety, and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap in opportunity, which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels is the most amazing touches for?
Just spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
All right. How many of you guys are a little bit excited about ClickFunnels right now? Every time I see that video, it gets me more and more pumped up as well. So what I want to do now is I want to build a funnel with you guys. I want you to show you how simple and how easy it is. And it's not going to take us 2 months to do it. It's not going to take us 2 weeks. We're going to do the entire funnel here in about 10 minutes. How many of you guys want to see that? If you want to see me build a funnel in 10 minutes, let me know. All right. All right, you guys are going nuts. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, baby, absolutely. I do. Okay. We're going to do it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see this on the screen. I know it's kind of choppy with GoToWebinar, especially when we have this many. Like, we are maxed out on the lines, and so like sometimes it makes it a little choppy. So I apologize, but hopefully you guys can watch and see the power of what we can do inside of ClickFunnels, and you guys are going to love it. So give me 1 second here to load up ClickFunnels. Okay, so this is the inside of ClickFunnels, and as you guys can probably tell right now, I'm super excited to show this to you. And first, though, before we get started, like if you were here in my office right now, and let's say you had hired me for consulting, the first thing we would do is we'd sit in front of a huge whiteboard and we'd map out what your sales funnel was going to look like. Now, obviously, you're not here in my office, unfortunately, but I want to pretend like we are. So what I did is I actually went ahead before and I mapped out what a typical sales funnel kind of looks like. So it starts here with the lead magnet, where you're going to go and get somebody's name and their email address, and then you transition over to a core offer. So that could be your product, your service, whatever it is you're selling. From there, we move over to our order form where they actually take the credit card in. Then from there, we've got our upsell, and then we have our thank you page. So that's kind of a typical 5-step sales funnel that you can build really easily here inside of ClickFunnels. So the first step here when you're ready to create your sales funnel is you click on the button. The big orange button says Add New Funnel. So you click on that, and it's going to pop up and give you the ability to create different types of funnels. So you could have funnels where you collect email addresses, or if you want to generate leads for your company, you create those kind of funnels. Or we have funnels that sell products, or we have funnels where you can do actual webinars. So if I click on the webinar button here, for example, it'll give me the ability where I can choose 2 different types of webinars. I can do a live webinar where I integrate with like GoToWebinar, or I can do an automated webinar replay, which are kind of cool. Or I come back here if I want to sell a product, I choose that one. And there's different ways you can sell a product online. You can do it through a typical sales funnel, kind of like the one up above, or a product launch funnel, or if you want to do a membership site as well. So the funnel up here we kind of mapped out is a sales funnel. So I'm going to choose sales funnel. I click on that button, and then I just got to give this funnel a name. So I'm going to call it Demo Funnel, just so that I can find it. I'm just going to tag this one Demo, and I click on Build Funnel. And when I do that, in the background, ClickFunnels will go and build all the pages in this funnel. So I got Squeeze page, my sales page, my order form, my confirmation page, my thank you pages. Now you see this is kind of the sales funnel right here, and it's pretty similar to the one up top, right? But the reality is sometimes you're going to have different things in your sales funnels. It might not be exactly the same way that we give you in this template. Like for example, here we've got a Squeeze page, then we have a sales page, then we have an order form, but we don't have an order confirmation page, right? So in this one, I'm just going to delete it because I don't need that step here. So I delete that page. You notice we have a thank you page here, but I'm missing a page, right? I'm missing the OTO, the one-time offer. I'm missing the upsell. So because that page is not here, I'm going to add that page back in. So I'm going to come right here and type in OTO. So this is my upsell page. I'll create a funnel step, and now it will add an upsell page here into that funnel, and I can kind of drag and drop and put it in the right space. So the first thing I do is I build the structure of the funnel to make sure it maps the structure we have kind of mapped out on the whiteboard. Now I'm going to go into each individual page now and design the pages. So first is the Squeeze page. So pick the Squeeze page, and I got to pick what kind of template I want. There's tons of templates in here. Every day we're adding new designs and a whole bunch of just really cool things. So you can pick any template you like, or it's also really, really, really easy to build one from scratch. But for this example, I'm just going to pick one of these pages right here. So I'll pick this one. It's kind of cool. I click on Select Template, and it'll make this my actual Squeeze page. So now I've got a Squeeze page that looks awesome, looks amazing. Now I need to come in here and actually edit it. Now you can see here on the dashboard, it shows me how many people visited the website, how many contacts we've gotten, what our conversion rates are. And so you see at a really quick glance exactly what's happening in this funnel. Or you can click right here and you can actually set up a split test as well. In the past, it was really difficult to set up split tests here in marketing online, but now it's so simple. I click on a button, it either clones the page and I can make a split test really quick, or I can design a whole entire new page from scratch. All right, so now I dive into the editor. Now, this is where I actually edit the page, and this is so simple. You'll see that it's just kind of clicking and dragging and dropping. And so the first step here is I'm going to change the headline. So I'm typing my headline. I type in "Get my cool thing now." So boom, there's my headline, and I can make it bigger or smaller if I want. And that's kind of simple, right? Most page editors can do that, but check out what most page editors can't do. I can grab this, and let's say I want to move it. I can just drag it. I can drop it, and boom, that fast, it moves to a whole new spot. Isn't that awesome? And I can come here, I can change the size, and I can make it look a little bit better.
Okay, but not only can I drag and drop things, I can also add things really easily. So if I hover over anything, I click on this little plus button, it gives me the ability to add a whole bunch of stuff. I can add headlines and images and videos and buttons and countdown clocks and Facebook shares and sign-up forms and tons and tons and tons of elements I can add in just seconds. I can add progress bars. Like, it's crazy, all the cool things I can add. So I'm going to add a video really quick. I click on video, and boom, that fast, there's a video on the page. Wasn't that simple? I didn't need to hire a programmer. I just clicked on a button, and boom, there's a video now. Now, if you want, I can rearrange the size of this page. I'm going to make this one a little wider. Okay, it looks a little goofy right now, so let me change a couple of things. Maybe if I change, I'm going to add 2 columns here, and I'm going to drag and drop this video to the left-hand column. Now that's kind of cool. And then drag that form up there, and that quick, I'm making this page look however I want. So I'm going to change the headline a little bit. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to change this right here. And do you guys see how simple this is? Like, I'm just clicking around, changing things until it looks awesome, and then boom, there you go, there's my page. Okay, so now the page is done. Maybe I'm not in love with the background color, so I can really quickly click up here, go on background settings, and I can change out the background. I can put in an entirely different image. I can put in a video back there if I want. I can do a bunch of really cool things just by clicking a couple buttons on my mouse. So I'm going to add this image right here, and boom, check out how awesome that page looks now. That is now my own squeeze page that I designed with no techie guys, no programmers, no nothing. Now I'm going to come and add a couple other cool things to show you how easy it is. I'm going to add a progress bar. And check it out, I added a progress bar. Does that look cool? Now I can also come back and let's say I want to move the progress bar. I can drag it, I can drop it, and there you go. I'm going to add a countdown clock. Countdown clocks are my favorite things to increase conversions. So I'm going to add a countdown clock right here, and check it out. There's a countdown clock now. Now that page literally took me, what, 2 or 3 minutes to build, and it's finished. Now I'm going to come back in here and go to page number 2, which is my sales page. And I do the same thing on the sales page as on the squeeze page. I come scroll through here, I find a template that I love the design of, I pick it, and then I log in, and I just edit it. Like, that's it, you guys. You find a template you love, you select it, you log in, you edit it, you drag, you drop, you click around, and boom, you make the page your page. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. It can become yours. Is that exciting? Now, I'm not going to dive in and actually edit the sales page because you guys have kind of seen how that works. It's not that difficult of a process. You just go page by page now and actually just drag and drop and make it look exactly the way you want it. Now I'm going to go to the order form. That's the 3rd page here in this process. And I'm going to show you this one because in the past, order forms were really, really difficult. We always had tech guys who'd come in and they would set up an order form, and then, like, I'd want to move something. I'd move an image, and I'd tell them to move it, and then they would do it, and they would just completely break the form and stop working, or, you know, just all sorts of issues. And so I want to show you how simple it is to do an order form. So I click on a template I like, same way before. It shows me the visitors, the contacts, how many sales, what our conversion rates are, all in this one dashboard here, which is really cool. And now I'm going to come down and actually go and again, I can set split tests on my order forms if I want, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to dive in this order form, and I'm going to start editing it. Now, a couple of things is if you don't have a shopping cart right now, you can use, ClickFunnels has its own internal shopping cart, so you can just use it and it just works. I know some of you guys, you currently work with companies like Infusionsoft or Entreport, right? So if you are using Infusionsoft or Entreport, one of the biggest headaches I have with them is that their order forms don't look like this, right? This order form looks amazing. Their order forms are pretty bad. And order forms, what I found is like the biggest way to decrease conversions is have bad order forms. It's crazy. What's cool about this is that if you're using Infusionsoft, we integrate with them. So all you do is you plug in your API keys, and boom, it'll pull everything into this amazing looking form, and you can design it any way you want. You can throw your logos on like I just did. I can drag and drop things around, and it's not going to break it no matter how hard I try. I can even put the button on top, which makes no sense, but I can do that and it wouldn't screw things up. Okay, like that's how powerful these order forms are. You plug in your Infusionsoft or your Entreport stuff, and that fast you can design amazing order forms. Okay, or like I said, if you don't have a shopping cart yet, it doesn't matter because ClickFunnels has one completely built in, so you can use it out of the box. Now I can go and I can change the design of this order form if I want. So instead of having it the way it looked before, I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. Let's say I want to add a video that tells somebody why they should buy my product or how they should fill out their order form or something like that. I can add a video, and I can just drag and drop the order form over here to the side. There's the button. There's the credit card form. There's the products they're selecting from. I can move the Visa and MasterCard, but that quick, you see I can just drag and drop and make my order form all by myself. No tech guys, no one there to screw it up. Nothing can break. It's just, it works. I can even drag these guarantees around. You can add countdown clocks on here if you want. You can add progress bars. Like all the things you do on the other pages, you can do just as easily here on the order form and really make this order form match your look, your style, your brand. And that is, again, this is one of the many reasons why I love ClickFunnels is just how simple it is to make amazing looking order forms. If you do your order forms right, you guys, you can increase your conversions more than almost anything else. Okay? Check this out. I'm going to add a progress bar, and boom, now I got a progress bar. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, how long did that take me?
A minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Like in the past, that would have taken me probably a week with my tech team, and they probably would have broken one or two things. Okay, but there it is. It's done. It's finished. All right. So there is an amazing looking high converting order form that I did all by myself just by dragging and dropping. Okay, you guys getting this? There it is. Now you can preview and see what it looks like live online. All right, cool. Now let's come back in and let's work on the next step here, which are the upsell pages. Okay. Now in the past, if you want to do like a one-click upsell, typically that was not like a simple, easy process. I remember when I first started using Infusionsoft 2 years back, I tried to get someone to do a one-click upsell, and it cost $2,500 for them to custom program a one-click upsell. Is that crazy? $2,500. In ClickFunnels, it just works. You click on the template you want, you click on the button, you tell it you want to bill them this price, and the one-click upsell just magically works like it should. Okay. Then here is the thank you pages. Thank you page is the same process. Pick the thank you page. Here I can put the download links for whatever they purchased. I can tell them, you know, that we just shipped out the product and whatever it is. But this is the page they land on last, where I kind of thank them for ordering. And there you go, you guys. I built my entire sales funnel with you guys live here in what? 5 or 6, maybe 10 minutes. Like, isn't that crazy? We've got our squeeze page, we've got our core offer, we've got our order form, we've got our upsell, we've got our thank you page. We have everything we mapped out on the whiteboard done here in a very short period of time. So I don't know how, like, this was not possible a year ago. It was not possible at all the entire first 10 years of me doing this business, but now it's possible for you. Okay, and like I said before, we've got over 10,000 entrepreneurs just like you now who've taken control back of their businesses. They can do this themselves. They no longer have to have tech guys for every single thing they want to do. They can log in and just make things amazing. Now, as you can probably tell, I use ClickFunnels for everything. For example, this is my high-end, high-ticket coaching funnel. This funnel averages over $70,000 per week, and guess what? I do the whole thing in ClickFunnels. Look how easy it is. I drag and drop, and I move things around, and it just works. Okay, there you go. There's my high-ticket funnel. This is my webinar funnel. Okay, I built this entire thing in ClickFunnels by myself, and it's so simple and so easy. If you have a webinar, use these webinar funnels. They look amazing. They convert higher than anything I've ever done, and they will just work for you all by yourself. This is my book funnel. Recently, I launched my book. It became an Amazon and a USA Today best-selling book. We sold over 30,000 copies, and guess how I created this amazing page? You'll never guess. You're right. Okay, I did the whole thing inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, everything is just elements. I put a headline right here, and then I added another headline, and then I added a video, and then over here, this little cool order form. That's just a ClickFunnels element. You click one button, and that entire order form is magically inside of your page. If you want your page to look like mine, it's not that hard. Okay, and the whole thing again was built in ClickFunnels. Guess how easy that was? Like, I didn't need any tech guys. People were like, Russell, who designed your site? I did. Okay, and it's amazing. Now this right here is a membership site. A lot of people say, Russell, can you build membership sites inside ClickFunnels? And the answer is yes, you can. And it's very simple and very easy. This is a membership site we have for my $25,000 coaching program, and this is where they get all the content that they just purchased. Okay, so the first step when I create any membership site is figuring out what are the modules. So module 1, I have the blueprint. Module 2, the secret formula. Module 3, funnel hacking. So I can kind of see all the modules here, right? So typically, when you make a membership site, first step is making the module. So I click right here, add new lesson sections, and each lesson section is a module. So think about your business. What's your business? Weight loss? So if it is, module number 1 is how to get a six-pack. Module number 2 is how to eat healthy. Module number 3 is whatever, and you go from there. Okay, so right here, as you can see, are all of the different lessons inside of this module. So I have module number 6, Inception Secrets. Now, lesson 1 is Inception Secrets. Lesson 2 is Front-End Scripts. Lesson number 3, Perfect Webinar. So you can kind of see all the lessons that go inside that module, right? So all I do to add those lessons, I come right here to add new lesson. I click on the big blue button, and it pops up, and it says, okay, what lesson section? So I pick which section it's going to go in, then type in the name of the lesson. I'm not going to type one in right now because, obviously because, this is just kind of a demo, but I would type in, let's say, module number of the blueprint. Lesson 1 is how to sketch out your funnel, right? Then I pick a page template, so I have video templates and different types of templates, and then I can set up a drip delay. And the way drip delay works is let's say module number 1 I want them to get immediately, but module number 2 I want it to unlock after they've been a member for 7 days or after they've been a member for 14 days. Let's say you have a free trial, right? So they give them this up front for free, but then 14 days later after they paid, then unlock this module right here. Okay, so it's so simple and easy to do that. So now you got the modules. Inside the modules you have all the lessons. Now all you have to do is go to the actual lesson pages and add the content. So I click on Open Editor, it pops open, and then just like the other ClickFunnels editor, I just log in here and I just add videos. I can add my resources, my PDFs, everything I need, and that quick, you guys, I can create my very own membership site. Isn't that amazing? That fast, you guys, I was able to create an entire membership site. Like, how long would that have taken you before ClickFunnels? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it 6 months? Like, I literally built this membership site, you guys, in a night.
I was sitting in bed next to my wife. I had the idea for it. I had links to all my content that I'd done in the past. And I sat down and I structured a membership site. And by the time I woke up in the morning, it was done. Okay, I came in the office. I told my team, I said, hey, guys, it's done. Like, when did you do it? I said, last night. Like, how did you do that? And I'm like, it's ClickFunnels. Like, I can do anything. I can do it so fast. Because that is really the power of everything we're talking about here inside of ClickFunnels. All right, so you guys getting this? You guys having the aha moments? I'm curious after kind of seeing that. I know I went through it fast. I know there's a lot to kind of show. It wasn't to be a how to do demonstrations more so you can see what is actually possible. But I'm curious after seeing that, how many of you guys now think that ClickFunnels is awesome? How many of you guys understand that this will transform your business more than anything else you've ever done in the past? All right, you guys are going crazy. Awesome, awesome. ClickFunnels is the beast. I was real. All right. Very, very cool. So there you guys, secret number 2. Now I just showed you guys how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so we covered so far secret number 1, how to do funnel hacking. Secret number 2, how to do funnel cloning. And now you guys, this is where everyone always gets stuck. Like the funnel's done, but Russell, how do I get people to actually show up and give me money, right? So now we're going to transition to secret number 3, and this is my number 1 traffic hack. I'm going to show you guys how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnels instead. How many of you guys want to see that right now? All right, cool. This one's one of my favorites. All right, so basically, we showed you earlier this funnel Venus Factor, right? So this is the funnel on funnel hacking. Now, can you imagine how cool it would be if I just called the dudes who own Venus Factor? I'm like, hey man, I know that you guys are making over 100 grand a day. You're way too rich. You probably have a plane and stuff. Do you mind just telling me all the people that send traffic to you so I can just buy ads from them as well? Like that would be pretty awesome, right? But the reality, if I ask them that, they're going to laugh at me and just say, no, you're a moron, Russ. I'm not going to tell you who we buy traffic from. The good news is there's sites out there that will actually show us everywhere they're getting traffic from. Okay, one of my favorites is a website called similarweb.com. You guys should write that down, similarweb.com. You go to similarweb.com, and when you go there, you can basically type in the website URL of the website you're funnel hacking. Okay, so I typed in venusfactor.com. I clicked on the search box, and when I did that, boom, it shows me a whole bunch of stats about their funnel. Okay, so it shows me right now that these guys are getting between 1 and 3 million visitors a month. Is that crazy? People always ask me, Russell, how do they make 100 grand a day? Well, they have 3 million people a month coming to their website. It's not that hard, right? If you had a shop in New York, or downtown New York, and you were getting 3 million people a month coming through your business, it wouldn't be that hard either. So you're getting a lot of visitors, but where is this traffic coming from? Okay. Well, the cool thing is if you scroll down a little bit on SimilarWeb, it'll actually show you all of the top referring websites. So on the left-hand side here shows the number 1 website sending the most traffic is lifeguru.com. Number 2 is naturalnews.com. Number 3 is newsmax.com, and it goes down from there. Okay, and then you see the little green bars that shows you how much traffic they're actually sending. So LifeGuru is sending a lot. Okay, the bar is like almost halfway there. So of the 3 million visitors a month, maybe, what do you think, a third of them, maybe 1 million people a month are coming from lifeguru.com. It's kind of cool, right? Now, I was looking at it, I'm like, what is lifeguru.com? I've never even heard of that before, right? And so I went to lifeguru.com to see how are they sending 1 million people a month to Venus Factor. I went there and I found this blog. And this blog is about finding love and eating healthy and looking fit and living well. And I'm like, how are they doing this? And I was scrolling around and all of a sudden I see this banner ad. It says 5 foods never to eat and there's a banana in it, right? So I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I clicked on it and guess where it took me? You're right, it took me to venusfactor.com. Okay, now if you go back to SimilarWeb and you scroll down a little further, there's a button that says show the ads. So I click on that, it shows me every single ad that Venus Factor has ever run to drive traffic to their website. Okay, now the free version of SimilarWeb will show you the ads. The paid version, not only does it show you the ads, it'll show you how long the ads have been running for. It'll say this ad has been ran for 14 days and then never saw it again. But this ad has been running for 728 days and it's still live right now. You know, if we know an ad's been running for 728 days and it's still live right now, what do we know? We probably know it's working. Either that or they like throwing money out the door. But if it's been running for that long, we know that the ad is actually working. Okay? All right, so right now we know 2 super important things. The first thing we know exactly where they're advertising. We know what they're getting traffic from, right? And the second thing we know exactly what they're saying to get people to click on their ads. Okay, now if you've been paying attention to all of this presentation so far, and if we know these 2 things, what do you guys think we should do? Let me know over in the question box. No, we shouldn't. You're saying copy it. No, we should not copy it. We should model what works. We should funnel hack them, right? Okay, so we know what's working. So the first thing we need to get banner ads designed just like theirs, okay? We need to model the design, we need to model the sizes. So the website that I go to get all my banner ads designed is called $20banners.com.
People always ask me, Russell, how much money does it cost to get banner ads designed there? Are you serious? They're $20. That's the name of the website, $20banners.com. So you go to $20banners.com, and I take the banner ads of the sign-in funnel hacking and say, I need something similar, and they make me something similar. So notice this little ad right here I made. I didn't copy anything, right? A couple reasons. First off, it's not ethical to copy. Second off, the sites aren't going to run the exact same banner ad, so that's just stupid, right? So I make something similar. So they've got a picture of a pretty girl. I have a picture of a pretty girl. They've got a big purple headline. I have a big purple headline. I model the look and the fill and the layout and the sizes because they have proven that this market responds to these types of ads. You guys getting that? So then after I get my banner ad designed, I go back to the exact same websites that they're buying ads on, and I buy ads on those websites as well. How many of you guys just had an aha moment? I'm curious. I want to see over here. How many ahas have we just had? All right. We got me, aha. Yeah. This is, somebody said, just changed my life. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you, but in the past, I used to try to drive traffic. When I got started 10 years ago, it was Google PPC, right? And it was hard with landing pages and quality scores and all these things. I could never figure it out. And luckily, Google came and slapped everyone and kicked us all out. Then SEO was the next big thing. And so we tried to figure out SEO and backlinking and H1 tags and title tags and all this techie, nerdy stuff. And I couldn't figure it out. And luckily, Google came and slapped everyone with Panda and Hummingbird and all these updates that made it hard to do SEO. And Facebook came around. Facebook was easier. But the problem is for me is that it was like above my head, so I had to hire someone to do my Facebook ads. But this strategy right here, you guys, something that anybody can do. All you do, you go to the exact same websites that your competitors are already buying ads on. You email the dude, like, hey man, I see you're selling ads to all my competitors. Can I buy an ad on your site as well? He emails you back, sure man, here's how much it costs. I PayPal him the money, I email him a banner ad, and boom, that fast, my ad is in the exact same stream of customers as Venus Factors and all the other competitors. Is that making sense, you guys? All right, cool. Now I have a question for you. If you modeled what worked, right? So we found a funnel that we know is working. We found the exact website they're buying ads on. We know what their banner ads look like, and we modeled it. Okay, we didn't copy it, but we modeled the look and the fill and the layout and the price points and made something that was similar. We go back to the exact websites that are working. We buy ads that are similar. Do you think that if we model what worked, we could be successful? Okay, now we know Venus Factor is making, what, 100 grand a day. So how many of you guys think that if you model Venus Factor, you're going to make 100 grand a day? Okay, some of you guys are very ambitious. Some of you guys say yes, some of you guys say no. Yeah, it's hard. Like, even for me, like 100 grand a day is like, dang, that's crazy. Like, that's big numbers. They're even hard for me to fathom, right? And so I don't know if I could do that. So let's just say I model Venus Factor or another, and I totally screw it up, and I only make 10% of what Venus Factors makes. How many guys would an extra 10 grand a day completely transform your life? Yeah, it'd be insane, right? It's a lot of money. So let's just say even 10 grand a day is like hard for you guys to imagine. So let's say you totally screwed up and you only make 10% of the 10%. You only make an extra $1,000 a day. How many guys with $1,000 a day or 30 grand a month? How many of that significantly changed the quality of your life right now? Yeah, it's big, huh? Now let's just say you guys totally screwed up. And you only get 10% of the 10% of the 10%. You only make an extra $100 a day. It's $3,000 a month. What would $3,000 a month do for your life right now? Does that cover your mortgage payment, some of your car payments, maybe some student loans or some bills? Okay, guys, you don't have to get this perfect to be successful. Okay, you just have to find someone that's figured it out and then model them. And if you do just a fraction, it can still dramatically change your life. Okay, so we've covered 3 secrets of funnel hacking. I want to make sure you guys have these in your notes. So secret number 1, I showed you guys how to ethically steal over $1 worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys thought that was pretty cool? All right, cool. So secret number 2, and then I talked about funnel cloning, how to then clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And the third thing I showed you guys was my number 1 traffic hack. I showed you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels and start coming to your funnel instead. Okay, now we've been talking for a little bit over an hour, and I have got a question for you guys right now. How many of you guys feel a little bit like this? A little while ago, I was speaking at an event, and after I got off stage, this little guy ran up to me. He was so excited. He said, Russell, that was amazing. I feel like I had a fire hose in my mouth for the last 90 minutes. About a week later, I saw this picture, and I started laughing so hard. I was like, that's probably how people feel when they hear me talk. Okay, I wish I had the chance to go into everything with you, and I wish we had like 18 hours so I could cover everything, but we had an hour, so I needed to try to compress as much as I could in a short period of time.
And because of that, though, I know that there's more I can do. There's more I can give. The more ways I can serve you guys. And so I put together a special offer here from the ClickFunnels team, and I wanted to get your guys' permission. Are you guys cool if I spend about 10 minutes showing you guys a very special offer that allow you guys to actually have ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? Are you guys cool with that? All right, cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I like to ask permission first. I never like to assume that I've earned it. So what we did is we want to do something to help shortcut your success. And so we created a package that we call Funnel Hacks. Now, when you guys invest in Funnel Hacks today, a couple cool things you're going to get. First thing you're going to get is we're going to give you access to the entire Edison suite. So Edison is the name of our company, and the first product is one I showed you guys is ClickFunnels. Okay, how many of you guys like to have ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? All right. Yeah, ClickFunnels is amazing. I didn't have time to show you guys Backpack, which is our affiliate software, or ActionX, which is our email marketing software, our marketing automation, and there's a whole bunch of other ninja things. I didn't have time to show you guys that, but for those of you guys who invest in Funnel Hacks today, you're going to get ClickFunnels, plus for those who invest right after this is done, I'm going to throw in Backpack and ActionX for free for the next 6 months. How many of you guys want our entire software suite, ClickFunnels, Backpack, and ActionX for free for the next 6 months? Let me know in the discussion box over here. All right. You guys are going nuts, so I wish you guys could all see this. Dude, please tell me now. Take my money, Russell. All right, cool. So when you guys invest in Funnel Hacks, you will get this for free because we know that you cannot be successful without this tool, so you'll get the tool for free. Now, what our enterprise ClickFunnels members get inside their account is they can create up to 70 funnels, have 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors, and a whole bunch more. But the cooler thing is that when you get your ClickFunnels account and have Backpack and ActionX, you're going to be able to create opt-in funnels. You can build a huge email list. Sales funnels so you can sell your products, have one-click upsells and downsells as more and more. Webinar funnels like the one you went on to get on this webinar today. Automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership sites, and a whole bunch more. Okay? But not only are you going to be able to do all that stuff, you're also going to be able to get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay? My goal today is to save you so much money that this investment for Funnel Hacks is completely free. Okay, so these are some things you're going to be able to get rid of when you have your ClickFunnels account. You can get rid of any other landing page software in the entire market. In fact, our biggest competitor right now, they charge the same monthly fees that we do. All they do is landing pages. You can't even move things around on a page. Like you are stuck with a static page, and they charge the same. It's insane. So you can cancel any other landing page software you're using. You can cancel any other split testing software. You can get rid of your shopping cart. If you're paying monthly fees for shopping cart, you can get rid of it. Or if you have a shopping cart you love, feel free to bring it to ClickFunnels. We probably already integrate with them. You can get rid of all of your email autoresponders. ActionX will run your email autoresponders. Or if you have the email autoresponder you love, bring it in and we can integrate it. You can get rid of your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software, your membership site software. You can get rid of Photoshop. You can delete WordPress. You can get rid of your website hosting. You can fire your programmers, your designers, your webmasters, and so much more. Our average ClickFunnels member right now saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels. Are you guys getting this? Like, this will transform your business forever because no longer we have to glue together 30 things and have 50 people to do anything. You can do it on your own. Okay, so someone asked me one time, like, well, what is this Edison suite? What does it replace? And I said, well, it does more than anything else individually, but it does even more combined. So ClickFunnels, you can get rid of, if you're using lead pages or Unbounce, you can get rid of any kind of landing page software. Okay, we do way more than that, but you can get rid of that. If you're using ActionX, you can get rid of Infusionsoft or Entreport or HubSpot or Aweber or MailChimp or ActiveCampaign. If you look like what it costs you for 6 months just on HubSpot, it's 14 grand for 6 months in HubSpot, only allowing you to have 10,000 contacts. Okay, you're gonna get ActionX for free for 6 full months and have the ability to have 100,000 contacts. I mean, I'm saving you tens of thousands of dollars. And if you want an affiliate program, you can get rid of Has Offers or Lead Dynamo, and Backpack will run it all for you. So what you guys are getting for free for the next 6 months is insane. All right. And some of you guys are saying, Russell, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? I want all this stuff, but I already have a ClickFunnels account. If you already have one, don't worry. What we're going to do right now is we'll actually upgrade your account from whatever level they are right now. We'll upgrade you to the highest level. We'll unlock Backpack, ActionX, and give you the full Edison suite for free for the next 6 full months. Okay? What happens after 6 months, Russell? Well, 6 months from now, we start billing you $1 million a month. Of course not. Like, we are here for you guys. We want you guys to be successful. So in 6 months from now, you'll have to be able to log into your account and pick what level membership makes sense for you. We have accounts that start all the way down from $100 a month, and they go up from there. So you can say in 6 months now, like, this is what makes sense for me, and just start at that level. Okay? But you don't have to make that decision right now. 6 months ago, I didn't think I was going to have a supplement funnel making 18 grand a day. But now we do, and so I don't know where your funnel is going to be in 6 months from now, so you don't have to make that decision today. Only decision you have to make today is, do you want the entire Edison suite for free? If so, you need to invest in funnel hacking.
Okay, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, plus we're going to throw an ActionX and backpack, a $3,564 value. Second thing I'm going to give you guys is access to our 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, okay? Now, this masterclass is going to give you everything you need to know about building funnels. So for any of the beginners, this is what you need. Those who are advanced and want to scale, this is what you need. During these 6 weeks, we cover the 6 core funnel types: opt-in funnels, sales funnels, webinar funnels, auto-webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and more. Okay, the way this training works is you jump on the first 30 minutes or so. I talk about the strategy behind an opt-in funnel or a sales funnel, or how, strategically what you need to do. And then the last part of the training, we jump into ClickFunnels and we just build it. So you can open up your ClickFunnels account and write along with me and just build what we're building, and it makes it super easy. Okay, now some of you guys may be looking at this saying, "That's cool, Russell, but I'm too busy. I don't want to build things in ClickFunnels," right? So if you know that you don't want to build things, that's fine. Bring your tech guy or your tech gal on, and we'll train them for you. Does that make sense? And if you don't have a tech guy or tech gal, I recommend let one of your kids come on these trainings. I will train them to become the most highly paid, or the most highly profitable person in your entire company, okay? I've got twin boys who just turned 10, and one of my sons is obsessed with ClickFunnels. He's built 9 different funnels right now, and it's easy. So if I get my 10-year-old son building funnels, I promise you guys, I can train your kids, okay? It's not that difficult to do. The cool thing about this training is that this training happened in the past, which means that all of them are done in their archive. That means tonight, if you're like, I want to make a product launch funnel for tomorrow, you can log in there and go through that training today. You don't have to wait. Okay, later on this year, we'll be doing the live trainings again and going through them again. But as of today, you can log in and start training anywhere you want right now. Okay, so you get access to the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. Now, I want to show you guys some people who have gone through this, just to show you guys the power of what they got. First is Liz Bendy. Liz lives down in New Zealand. She's one of my favorite people in the world. And she went through this training. At the time, she had an offline business, and she wanted to come online. She said, with our new funnel, which is a webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients and $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Is that crazy? I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients at $1,000 a pop is pretty awesome, don't you guys think? And some of you guys might be thinking, well, that's awesome for Liz Russell, but that's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to get 35 clients at $1,000 a piece. But I promise you, if you would ask Liz that 6 months ago, if she thought it was possible, I don't think she would have believed it either. So you can't discount it. All right. Next one's from Mike Stanzik. Now, Mike was the greenest green newbie I have ever met in my business. So if you think you're a beginner, I promise you Mike knew less when he got involved. He didn't even know what a funnel was. I think he barely knew what a website was, but he jumped right in and he said, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up a sales funnel. I bought my first ad, and on my very first try, sold 8 people my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Is that awesome? Some of you guys are looking at saying, Russell, he made $400. That's not that big of a deal, right? But I want to stress what he said. He said, on my very first try. Okay, how many of you guys have been trying this business for more than 6 months or a year or more? What would have been worth to you to be successful on your first try? Okay, when you follow this funnel hacks process, you guys, that's what we're talking about. If you're successful 6 months from now, it means we failed you. Okay, follow this process, you can be successful on your first try. Okay, this is from Simon Cryer. He lives down in Australia. Simon had a new supplement he wanted to do. He said, I followed the funnel hack system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it. And on my very first test, we doubled over our ad spend. $1 in, $2 back out. Okay, now some people ask me, Russell, what does that mean? Okay, and it comes back to this. Like, the other question I get a lot is like, Russell, when my funnel's live, like, what should be my budget? I kind of smile. I said, well, let me ask you a question. If you launch your funnel and you put $1 in advertising in on Monday and you get $2 back out on Tuesday, what do you think your budget should be? And I think about it for a second and say, well, if I put $1 in ads in on Monday and get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. It's like an ATM machine, right? I tell my media buyers with Nurse, like, spend as much money as you can, because every penny you put in, I get 2 back out. Okay, when you follow the funnel hacks process the right way, you guys, that's what we're talking about. Creating funnels where you don't have a budget because you spend $1 in advertising in and you get $2 back out. Is this making sense, you guys? All right, here's Drew Canolio. Drew is the owner of FitLife TV. I want you to hear his own words why this funnel hacks process was so important, not only for him and his company, but also the clients and the people that he helps serve as well.
Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests, and I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you know, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the FitLife TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating. Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and, you know, putting your touch into it. You know, follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. So thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Isn't that awesome? So you guys getting this? You guys understand this process, how it works. Okay. Now I want to stress again that this works for any type of business. It works for supplement funnels, coaching funnels, info product funnels, e-commerce funnels, network marketing funnels, affiliate funnels, funnels for real businesses. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. And we teach that inside the Funnel Hacks Masterclass. Okay. Some of you guys are saying, Russell, that's cool, but what if you don't have a product? If you don't have a product, don't worry. First off, I no longer want that to ever be an excuse for you ever again. Okay, so what we did inside of our funnel hacks, we took our members initially through two cool things. First thing was opt-in funnels. Now, the very first training inside of funnel hacks is opt-in funnels. And I show you guys a process where friends of mine make over $1 million a year and they don't even have their own product. Okay, they build simple opt-in funnels. They drive traffic and push people to affiliate offers. And I'll show you guys that process during the very first training. So if you don't have a product, you don't need one. Just do the very first training module, and it'll give you everything you need to start growing a company. Okay. Now, after you guys start building a list, start growing your company, the next step is, hey, now let's create our own product. Okay. So the second step is then we'll show you guys the fast product creation. We did a whole training to show you guys how to build an entire product line out in a weekend. Okay, so if you don't have a product yet, don't worry. Step one, start focusing on the opt-in funnel, start growing a list, start selling other people's products, and step number two, then you transition to create your own product. Does that make sense? So that, you guys, is the model. So if you don't have a product, it doesn't matter. You don't need one. This will still work for you. All right, so here's a recap of what you're going to get. When you invest today, you're going to get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels for free. You're going to get also ActionX and Backpack. You're going to get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, total value of $6,561. Okay, so what else do you guys need to be successful? I want to make sure you have everything you need to be successful. Okay, so you got the funnel software, you've got the funnel training. What else do you guys need to be successful? What about more traffic? Okay, now I shared with you guys one of my traffic hacks. I think most of you thought it was pretty cool, right? But there's a lot of other ways we drive traffic in our company as well. So I'm going to give you guys access to instant traffic hacks. It's going to show you everything we do to drive traffic into our funnels. And inside of instant traffic hacks, you'll get access to my solo ad hacks, my media buying hacks, my Facebook hacks, my SEO, my social media hacks, my affiliate hacks, and a whole bunch more. Now, if you're like me at all and you're not techie, don't worry. This training's not techie either. We break things down very similar to this training. We have diagrams and templates, and we break things down very simple and very easy. So you can go, you can look, you can model, and then you can go and launch your ad campaigns as well. Okay, so that's instant traffic hacks. So you're going to get the 6-month enterprise account at ClickFunnels along with Backpack and ActionX. You get 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, instant traffic hacks, total value of $8,558. So what else do you guys need? I want to make sure you have everything. I want no excuses possible. So what else do you guys need? You got the funnel software, you got the funnel training. Now you have traffic and leads coming into your funnels. What else do you guys need? Oh, what about copy? Okay, I told you before that the most expensive part of this funnel right here was the copy. It was 20 grand. I'm guessing most of you guys probably don't have 20 grand lying around to buy a sales letter, am I right? So if you don't, like, that's totally fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to give you guys access to our training system called Inception Secrets. And Inception, people always ask me, Russell, why do you call it Inception Secrets? And the reason is because the movie Inception, right? In that movie, Leonardo DiCaprio has to get people to do certain things, but he can't just walk up to them and ask them to do it. So instead, he goes into their dreams and tries to place a thought or an idea inside someone's mind. And if they take that idea and they think it's their own, when they wake up, they're more likely to take that action. Okay, now, selling stuff online is very similar. We know that people hate to be sold, they love to buy things. And so we try to create situations where we create inception inside of our customers' minds. We call this Inception Secrets. We have a whole program to teach you guys how to do that. And so, for example, how many of you guys have ever done a video sales letter in the past? Okay, this is my video sales letter script. We call it Star Story Solution. It's broken down into 3 sections like this. Okay, and I'll give you guys the templates, the tools, the training, everything you need, where you can take this script right here and you can write an entire video sales letter. And what used to take us, a week or two, you can do the whole thing in about an hour now. Okay, but I'm not just going to give you this script. I'm going to give you all the scripts that we use inside of our company to cause inception inside of our customers' minds. So it means you're going to get the OTO script, the perfect webinar script, the two-step call center script, all the scripts we use, you guys are going to get. Okay, so that's inception secrets. And then the last thing I know you're going to need, people always asking this is, Russell, people are joining my list now. People are, it's growing. What should I send these people? What should I send out to them? So the last thing I'm going to give you guys access to are our email sequences, okay, the training behind this. Now, inside of this program, what we do is we break things down where the first step is identifying who is your attractive character. Who are you who's communicating with your audience? Step number one. Step number two, then we help you, give you the tools and the template to help you build out a 5-day soap opera sequence to introduce you, the attractive character, to them, the audience. And from there, we transition over to our daily Seinfeld emails. And so you guys get the tools, the templates, the training, everything you need to build out all your email sequences as well. Now you have everything you need to have a successful sales funnel. Okay, so here's a recap of what you're going to get. You're going to get the 6-month enterprise counted ClickFunnels. We're also going to throw in Backpack and Actionetics. You're going to get the 6 weeks Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, our Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets, total value of $11,552. Now, obviously, we're not going to charge you guys $11,552 for this entire package, although we could. It would totally be worth it. But I'm curious, I want to ask you guys, if we did charge $11,552 and you guys invested that, and if all that this training and the software and the system did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would be worth the $11,552. Heck yeah, would I spend a lot more than that creating a funnel typically, okay? It'd be definitely worth it. So my next question is, if all of this did was help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth it? Would it be worth $11,000? Heck yeah, would I spend more than $11,000 a day right now trying to get my message out into the world? Okay, it's worth way more than that. Now, if all this did was give you the ability to cancel all of the monthly tools that you're currently using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth it? Heck yeah, it would. I showed you before that the average customer saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels. Okay, you guys get that plus all the training and everything else. Okay, and so I basically notched price inside two different choices. My first option was to go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as I could. But the problem is that it didn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you guys. And so we decided to go with the second option, which obviously requires a little bit higher investment on your side. But the cool thing is that in exchange for that, I can devote more resources and time to help guarantee your guys' success. Does that make sense? All right, so I have a question for you, and this is important. I want you to write this down. What do you guys think that one funnel will be worth to you in your business right now? Okay, one successful funnel. Think that funnel will make you $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, or more? Okay, think about it. How much would one funnel make you in your business? Now, after you know that number, you say, okay, it's 10 grand a month. I know that this funnel can make me 10 grand a month or 20 grand, whatever that is. My next question is, well, how much would you pay to get one perfect funnel? Okay, this funnel right here cost me $29,000 to get set up. How many of you guys now would give me $29,000 if I gave you this funnel? I'm curious. All right, we got some yeses, mostly no's. No, okay. All right, well, let me put this in perspective for you. Okay, this funnel cost me $29,000. Right now, it makes me $17,947 per day. You do the math on that, it's $500,000 a month or $6 million a year. How many of you guys are going to give me $29,000 if I gave you a funnel that's making $6 million a year? Oh, okay. Yeah, it changes the perspective a little bit, doesn't it? All the yeses, all the no's have now turned to yes. Of course you would, because it's not a cost at that point. It's an investment. I'd make that deal every single day because it's an investment. Okay, and that's why you can probably see why people are paying our company right now $100,000 just to set up a single sales funnel for them. Plus, they pay us 10% of all the profits that funnel makes up until I've been paid $1 million. Okay, because it's not a cost, it's an investment, you guys. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, if I give you $10, you give me $1 back. Yes, of course, it's a no-brainer. Okay, because it's a cost, it's an investment, not a cost. So you can see why this is a screaming good deal at $5,000. In the very near future, we're going to be releasing it to the public in 1997. But because you are here on this webinar today, because you guys are special, because you are people that we care about, we want to help you serve your audience more, we want to do something really cool. What we're going to do, we're going to give you access to everything I talked about today for just one single payment of $997. Okay, now I need to put this in perspective for you. If you were to go to clickfunnels.com right now and just get the Edison Suite, okay, which you guys are getting for free for 6 full months when you invest today, it's going to cost you $297 a month. Okay, so this is a real thing. This is not fake. And that's not counting all the other stuff I'm giving you guys as well. Okay, so right now, basically, you've got two choices. Your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which, as you can tell, is 100% risk-free. Or your second option is just pony up this tiny investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return. just give it a shot. Just see if this will work for you. Okay, if it doesn't, the cool thing is that I've got a philosophy here in our company. It's that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. And I stand behind that. So because of that, you can get started today. You can go do all the training and build all the funnels you want. And if you find out in a month from now, okay, that it's not for you, we'll give you your money back. Okay, so this is how the guarantee works. You sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason at all, and I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from today, just let me know and we'll give you your money back. Okay, no questions, no strings attached. You can just log in the members area, just cancel your, like, it's simple. But I don't want you making that decision today. The only decision today you got to make is, do you think this is going to work for you? If you think it is, then go get your account and just test it out. Try it out on me. Spend the next 30 days just seeing if this is going to work. See how many funnels you can make. I had someone who told me that they wanted to take this challenge. They borrowed some money. They got in, and I started going through the training, and they realized really quick that I don't have a product yet, but I need to make my $1,000 back quick. So they walked down the street. They found a business owner, and they said, "Hey, how would you like a sales funnel?" And the business owner's like, "I don't know what that is. It's like a website, but it's the future of websites." And the guy's like, "I would love a funnel." And the guy said, "Okay, for $5,000, I'll build you a funnel." The guy wrote him a check for $5,000. He logged in ClickFunnels, spent an hour, built him his first funnel, paid $1,000 off, had $4,000 in his pocket. From that point forward, the guy has just been cranking out funnels for people making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, so I don't care if it's for your business, someone else's business. You guys can do this, and it works. This is a tool that will put you in business for the rest of your life. Okay, so the real question for you is this. Is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it only does half of what I've claimed on today's training, will still pay for itself as soon as your very first funnel is live. Okay, you guys getting this? Here's one last recap of what you're going to get. You get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels Plus. For those of you guys who are on today, I'm going to throw in Backpack and ActionX for free during that 6 months as well. You get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, our Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets, total value of $11,552. And I got one last thing. We have maxed out the lines, as you guys know, so there are just shy of 1,000 people on it now. So this is something that's not for everyone. This is for the action takers, for the first 50 people, and the first 50 people only. When this is gone, it's gone. But we're going to do something really, really cool because I want to make sure you guys, I love rewarding action takers. I am the kind of person who jumps when I see an opportunity. I want to reward those who are as well. So what we're going to do is for the first 50 people, if you know you're one of these 50 people, like I would be opening up another browser right now and getting started because these will go fast. I told you before that our enterprise member levels get in their account, they have 70 funnels, 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors and more. What I'm going to do is for the first 50 people who get started today, we're going to do something cool. I'm not just going to double how many funnels you have in your account. I'm going to give you unlimited funnels. Okay, you can create 100 or 1,000 or 5,000, as many as you want. Okay, you have unlimited funnels in your account. We will not cap it. For the first 50 people only, we will make it so you don't have not just 10,000 or 20,000 contacts. You can have up to 100,000 contacts inside of Actionetics. Okay, you can. We won't even double your traffic. In the past, I doubled the traffic, as you can tell. I'm going to give you guys unlimited bandwidth. That means if you send 1 million visitors a day to your ClickFunnels pages, we're not going to charge you anymore. If you do that with a typical web host, it's going to be charging you 10 to 20 grand a month. Okay, I will eat those costs for you, and we have members right now who do, and we eat those costs for them. If you have an unlimited account, but we're only doing that for the first 50 people. You also have access to my priority support guys. That means if it's 3 in the morning, you're like, I can't figure out how to get Aweber to integrate or whatever that is, message my guys. They'll see your Funnel Hacks member. They'll see you were one of the top 50. And a lot of times, they'll just log into your ClickFunnels account for you and just set it up. Okay, but my priority support guys have your back. The total price for this, the total value is priceless. Okay, and that's why we can't do this for everyone. So we won't do it for everyone, but for the first 50 people who get started today, that is the bonus to push you over the edge. I already can see sales coming in, so I know a lot of you guys understand the opportunity I just handed to you. And so if you guys are ready right now, now is the time to open up another browser window, open up Google Chrome or Firefox, whatever it is you use, open up a new window. At the very top, to go www.clickfunnels.com/go. Type that in, and when you do that, you're going to see one of two things. If you are an existing ClickFunnels member, you'll see a screen like this. It's like, hey, you're a ClickFunnels member. Let's upgrade your account. It'll have your credit card on file. You just say, upgrade my account now. It'll bill you to $997. It'll upgrade your account to our highest level. It'll push out your billing for 6 full months. So for 6 full months, you won't get billed anything from ClickFunnels. It'll unlock the Funnel Hacks training and bonuses and everything else we talked about inside your members area. You guys will have access to that. Okay, so if you already have a ClickFunnels account, that's what's going to happen. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account yet, then you're going to have a page like this, and it's going to say, hey, create your account. You'll put in your name, your email address, all kind of stuff. Then the next page, you'll say, put in your credit card. You put it in $997. Upgrade your account to the enterprise level. It'll push out your billing for an entire year, and it'll give you access to everything we talked about: ClickFunnels, Backpack, Actionetics, Funnel. It'll push out your billing for 6 full months, and you'll get ClickFunnels, Backpack, Actionetics, and Funnel Hacks. And and that's kind of what you're gonna get, you guys. So if you know you're in, you know you need this upgrade, you know you need these bonuses, you know you want it, all you gotta do now is go open up a new window, go to clickfunnels.com/go, and you'll see one of these two screens. Okay, and I got one last thing, and this unfortunately is not for everyone, but if you are a US-based customer, we set up a really cool financing option with PayPal. And unfortunately, again, I wish this worked for everyone, but these are kind of PayPal's terms. You're subject to credit approval, and you have to be a US-based customer. But if you are, what PayPal will actually do is they will let you get the funnel hack system, everything we talked about today, and you will have no payments and no interest for 6 full months. That means you get started today, you don't pay a penny, and you got 6 full months to build funnels for yourself, for your clients, for your friends, for as many people as you want. Go through the training, learn it all, abuse it, make as much money as possible, and in 6 months from now, then you pay PayPal off. Is that crazy? So again, that's not for everyone, but if you want it to be, if you can get that, just go to clickfunnels.com/go, and in the checkout process, pick PayPal, and then there's a button there where you can have PayPal try to finance it for you. And if you do, again, it's no interest, no payments for 6 full months, which is pretty amazing, right? So all you gotta do is go to clickfunnels.com/go. Here's one last recap of what you guys are gonna get. You're gonna get the 6-month funnel, the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels. Those who get started right now, I'm gonna give you ActionX and Backpack for free as well for that 6 months. You'll get the 6-week funnel hack masterclass. You get instant traffic hacks, inception secrets, or soap opera Seinfeld secrets. Total value of $11,552. Those of you guys who act fast, you also get the unlimited account, means unlimited traffic, unlimited bandwidth, 100,000 contacts. But just for the first 50 people, again, a total value of just $997 today. It's going to unlock funnel hacks, ClickFunnels, Backpack, and ActionX. All you got to do now is go to clickfunnels.com/go. Do it now before you miss something. I see the sales on my other monitor coming in really, really quickly. In fact, I can't even keep up with the numbers. So I don't know how long the top 50 are gonna be here, but I'm going to spend some time doing Q&A with you guys. But if you have a question right now, I would not let your question keep you from getting everything you need. I've got my entire team on here answering questions in the chat, trying to keep up with them all. So we'll be answering them. I'm going to stay on for the next 20 minutes or so answering questions as well. But don't let that keep you from getting started, you guys. I tell people all the time, we have 10,000 active members inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, it's not a question of like, oh, am I going to use ClickFunnels or not? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to use it. So you can sign up in 6 months from now or a year from now and get started on your journey then. But the problem is if you do that, you miss out on all these bonuses, all the training, all the stuff. You miss out on the unlimited account, everything that you can get. This is the time. So again, it's not a matter of if you're going to use ClickFunnels, it's when. You might as well do it now because this offer will not be here tomorrow, and so you've got to take action. Okay, so again, that's kind of it. Now, when you guys are signing up, if you have any, I have a couple people saying that they have issues or something. If you have any issues when you're signing up, you see on the screen here, the bottom right-hand corner, I have this email address, says support@clickfunnels.com. That is our support team. They are standing by right now. So if you have any questions or like I'm stuck or I can't get something figured out or I'm not sure if I'm in the top 50 or anything, email support@clickfunnels.com and they're there. They can answer you really, really quickly as well. And we've been told in the past we're the best customer support on planet Earth. And so they're there to help you, to serve you, and make sure you guys are successful. But now is the time, you guys. You cannot any longer just wait and think and wonder. I'm asking you guys to make a choice. Do you think that this can change your business? Do you think that this is the tool, the process, the path that you finally need to be successful? Because I can tell you from experience, it's not a new thing that we're inventing today. Okay, I've got over 10,000 active people using ClickFunnels. You click on any Facebook ad right now, like 9 times out of 10, it ends up on a ClickFunnels page. Like, this is the future. This is where things are going. And if you don't jump on right now, you're going to miss it. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you coming back in 6 months from now saying, hey, Russell, I'm getting started now. I should have done it 6 months ago. Like, now is the time, you guys. Don't wait and don't put off this, your success and your happiness and your progress for some reason that doesn't make any sense. Now is the time to get started. So all you gotta do is open up a browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/go, and get started right now. Okay. Now I see a bunch of questions coming in. I'm gonna try to see if I can answer these. I have my support team are gonna answer them as well. So they'll try to answer these ones for you as well. Someone said, can you recap the PayPal thing? Yeah, when you're going through the checkout process, there will be a PayPal button. You click on that, and PayPal offers financing there, and it'll show up there. Good questions, Kay. They are starting to post these the questions here to my screen, so I'm going to go through them as I see them coming in here, and I'll try to answer them as many as I can up here live. And like I said, they're answering them there as well in the chat, so if you have questions, post them there, and we will try to cover these as well as we can. Okay, first question here is, what if I already have an account? Okay, so I know that a lot of you guys have ClickFunnels accounts. I'm very aware that we promote to our ClickFunnels member base because I want you guys to understand, first off, the process. Like, how are all the people who are having success in ClickFunnels, how are they doing it? This is the process, how they're doing it. So I know that some of you guys already have accounts. If you already have an account, That's awesome. This package will upgrade your account. So you just go to clickfunnels.com/go. It'll upgrade your account, unlock all the training, all the bonuses. It'll upgrade your account to the enterprise. It'll give you ActionX and back. It'll give you everything you need, and you can get started. So if you already have an account, that's completely fine. Just go and upgrade your account right now by going to clickfunnels.com/go. Good questions. What other tools do I need? So the reality is, between ClickFunnels, Backpack, and ActionX, that runs my entire company. I don't need anything else. ClickFunnels is all my pages, my funnels, my shopping cart. Backpack runs my affiliate program, and ActionX is my email marketing and my follow-ups. So like, that's all you really need. People always ask me if there's upsells. Like, I don't have anything else to upsell. You guys have everything you need to be successful. So I don't think you need anything else. So yeah, I hope that kind of helps. Do you have a payment plan? So we don't have a payment plan for a couple of reasons. The biggest one is the fact that I showed you guys, if you go to clickfunnels.com right now and you try to get that 6-month, or excuse me, try to get the ClickFunnels Backpack and ActionX account, it's $300 a month. And so it doesn't really make sense for me to give you guys a payment plan of like 3 payments of $300 when that's what people are paying just for like one of your bonuses. You know, so it wasn't really fair to them. And so we don't. But one thing, when I got started 10 years ago, I had a mentor and I was trying to invest in one of his courses, and it was funny enough, it was the same price point. And I emailed him the same thing. I'm like, hey man, I'm broke. I need you to give me a payment plan. And he wrote back to me and said, hey man, we don't offer payment plans, but if you ask Visa or MasterCard, they'll finance it for you. And I wrote back, I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, just put it on your credit card. He said, and then he asked me a question. He said, hey, what on $1,000, like, what's the minimum monthly payment on your credit card? I'm like, I don't know, maybe $30 or $40. He said, okay, so you sign today, you put this on your credit card. In 30 days from now, a month from now, your minimum monthly payments due is $30. Do you think in the first 30 days you'll make $30? I'm like, I don't know, maybe not. He said, well, let's say you don't and you totally screwed up. With that, would you be able to figure out how to have $30 to pay that monthly payment? I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like $30 is easy. He's okay, so that happens. Then 30 days later, now you're 2 months into it, you've been going through the system and the training and everything. Do you think at that point you'll have made at least $30 to cover that monthly payment? I'm like, well, I hope so. He said, well, let's just say you don't. Could you cover $30 month number 2? I'm like, well, yeah. He said, what about number 3? I'm like, by month number 3, if I'm not successful, it's my own fault. He said, exactly. He said, you don't have to pay the $1,000 off right now. Have Visa and MasterCard finance it. Within a month or 2 months or 3 months, you should be making the $30 a month to cover the minimum monthly payment, and that point forward is free. Okay? So again, we don't do a payment plan because of those reasons, but you can get it. And I talked to you guys about PayPal will finance it for US-based customers as well. So that option is there for you guys, but don't let that hold you back. The other thing is that you can find a friend or a partner, somebody else who believes in what you do, or someone else who has an idea and you can build this thing for them, become their marketing person. Like, that happens all the time, you guys. You just got to start opening your mind, like, how can I make this possible? I'm not sure if you guys read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, but in there he talks about how he said that if you look at the way that rich people look at things versus poor people, it says that, and nothing wrong with poor people, it says that they look at someone who's not wealthy, they look at a problem and a lot of times they'll say, well, I can't afford that. Okay, so that someone who's rich will look at something and say, how can I afford that? Okay, it's almost the same phrase, just change it. But how different does that change the outcome when you change the question? I can't afford that to how can I afford that? Suddenly your mind opens up and you figure out ways to make things happen. And I learned that lesson a long time ago, and it served me for my entire life. And so I want you guys to understand that as well. Good questions. Okay, I'm in, but I can't see funnel hacks. Okay, if you already signed up, you went to clickfunnels.com/go and you went in there, there should be on the right-hand side a button that says funnel hacks. The logo should look like this one right here on the page. Click on that logo and it'll take you into the Funnel Hacks members area that gives you all the bonuses and all the training, everything like that. If for some reason it's not there, just email support@clickfunnels.com and my team can go there and they can make sure that it's unlocked. Sometimes there's the delay or whatever. So if you don't see it for some reason, email support@clickfunnels.com and they'll make sure that they get that added to your account. Good questions. If I buy, are there any upsells? Nope. Like I said, when you guys get this, it kind of is everything we got. Like, I don't really have much else to sell you guys. I want you guys to get this because now you'll be successful. And maybe in the future you'll join one of my high-end coaching programs or something. But this is what you guys need to get started. And so there's no upsells, there's no downsells. It's just this is what it is. Good question. One of the top 50. Okay, so things are going kind of crazy on my side. I'm looking at the stats. I see a ton of sales. I have no idea. I can't count these right now. I'm getting a thumbs up from on my side saying we're so good. So we are still good as of right now. I have no idea. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I have no idea if we're close, right? 1 away or 5 away. But I'm sure we're going to be sold out soon. So if you're waiting on the line and you're waiting for a question to be answered, like I said, don't let a question keep you guys from being successful. Like, we are not going anywhere. We've been here for over a year and a half doing this. We've got over 10,000 members. We care about your success. We are here to support you guys. So get started. Don't miss out on the unlimited account. And your question will get answered either today, or you can ask in the Facebook group we have, or you can message our support, or whatever it is. We will get you your question answered. But don't let a question keep you guys from progressing and keep you guys from getting what you need to be successful. All right, who hosts the pages? So ClickFunnels does host all the pages, which is awesome. So if you guys have web hosts right now, you can cancel them. I saved almost $3,000 a month when I moved all my stuff over to ClickFunnels, so I didn't have to pay web hosting fees anymore. I think I had 3 or 4 dedicated servers at the time, and it was expensive. And now everything runs on ClickFunnels. So you can get rid of your web host. We host all the pages. Good questions. Who owns the data? So the data is all yours on your funnels. We don't legally or ethically touch or look at those. That's all your information. I know there's one network out there who actually will email your customers and sell them things. It's kind of screwed up. I don't agree with that, and so we don't do that. So yeah, you own all the data, all the customers, all the subscribers. They are yours and yours only. Good question. Can I export my pages? So kind of, we don't have a button inside the members area. It's like, click here to export your pages, because you're not just building random pages. You're building sales funnels, and they're very intricate. You got split testing and autoresponder. Everything's built into it. So we don't have like just an export button, because for the most part, like, it would break all the internal integrations. But I know some of you guys are techie guys, or you like having, or whatever reason. So we did make it coded in a way where you can go to any ClickFunnels page, right click on it and save as, and it'll export everything as is, and you can go and you can edit it, you can add things, you can have a backup. So you are able to do those things if you need them for some reason. Do I need WordPress now? So you know, in the past, people, to build sales funnels, did them on WordPress, and WordPress was not made for that, right? It's a blogging platform, but people built plugins and stuff to try to make WordPress build sales funnels, and it was a nightmare. And I remember I had one of my very first WordPress sales funnels, and it worked for like 2 weeks, and one day it stopped working. It took us almost 6 days to figure out why, and it was because some update that WordPress did that broke all of what we had done, and we lost tens of thousands of dollars. So WordPress was not built to make sales funnels. ClickFunnels is, right? So WordPress is made for blogging. ClickFunnels is not. So if you're blogging, WordPress is awesome. For everything else, use ClickFunnels. Okay, so if you're not blogging, delete WordPress. You don't need it. If you are blogging, keep blogging there and do everything else inside ClickFunnels. We also have a WordPress plugin for those of you guys who are WordPress guys. You can use our plugin that'll pull the pages and the funnel inside of your WordPress site. Good questions. Do I need an autoresponder? If you have an autoresponder, we do integrate with almost every major autoresponder, so you can bring them in really easily. But ClickFunnels ActionX is an autoresponder, so you can use our internal autoresponder as well, which is awesome. It's what I use, and it's amazing. Questions. I can't afford the $997 right now. If you can't afford $997, your worst case, you go to clickfunnels.com and get the free 2-week trial and start building stuff. But you miss out on all the bonuses and all the training and all the other stuff. But I would recommend, like, if you can't afford that yet, like, the people who can't afford this, like, you probably need it more than most people, right? Like, there's a reason why you can't afford it at this point. So I would say, like, can you find someone? Can you find a partner? Can you find someone who believes in your ideas? Can you, like, what would it take for you to be able to get that? That's how I start thinking through. Okay, again, it comes back to the Robert Kiyosaki, like, how can I afford that? If you change that mindset, I promise you, you can find a way. The very first thing I ever bought was from a guy named Mark Joyner. It was $1,000, and I didn't have the money, flat out. And so I went to Home Depot. I bought a rake. It was during wintertime or fall time, and I raked leaves for about a week straight to earn the money to pay for what I bought from him. Because again, my question wasn't like, I can't afford that. It was, how can I afford that? And so think about that. I've had people who get on and they can't afford it. They call one or two of their friends who have products or businesses or ideas and say, hey, I can't afford this. I believe in it. I know it works. I'll do all the hard work, the legwork. You go through and finance it, and I'll pay you back, and I'll build a funnel for you, and whatever that is. And there's ways to do it, you guys. I promise you that. Do you offer support if we get stuck? Yeah, so we have 18 full-time support people living all around the world who offer support 24 hours a day. I've been told by hundreds of people with the best support in the industry, so we are here to support you if you do get stuck. Most of our support guys know more about ClickFunnels and more about funnel building than I do, and so they're amazing, so you can take advantage of them as well. Am I one of the top 50? Okay. I don't know at this point. Regardless if you're in the top 50 or not, you guys need to get started. Now is the time to go to clickfunnels.com/go. If you're one of the top 50, you'll know when you log, after you sign up and you log in, at the top it'll say funnel count, it'll be like 99999, a whole bunch of nines. That means you have the unlimited account. So that's how you'll know if you're in the top 50. So now is the time, guys. Go to clickfunnels.com/go and get in there ASAP. Can ClickFunnels do membership sites? The answer is yes, we do membership sites. So yeah, you can cancel any membership site platform you're using. What's the difference between ClickFunnels and lead pages? All right, so This question always is kind of awkward for me. So Lead Pages is landing page software where you can log in, you can edit a headline or change an image, but you can't move things around, you can't really do much, and it just does landing pages. They charge the same monthly fees we do, and they just do landing pages. So it's good. I always tell people, I'm like, Lead Pages is like a calculator. Like, it does math, addition, subtraction is kind of cool. But you know, ClickFunnels is like having an iPhone. Like, yeah, we have a calculator app. You can do landing pages, but we do a whole bunch of stuff as well. We do the rest of your business, everything you need. So that's kind of the difference between ClickFunnels and Lead Pages. Do my website say ClickFunnels in the website URL? So by default, it'll say like whatever, you know, russellbrunson.clickfunnels.com/my-cool-website. But it's really simple to set up what we call a custom domain. So you can buy russellbrunson.com or .comsecrets.com, and you can point it to ClickFunnels, and then nobody will know ClickFunnels even exists. So yeah, you can do that. Or again, you use the WordPress plugin to pull inside the WordPress blog as well. Are all the pages mobile responsive? So yes, by default, the techie people out there, we use everything's based in Bootstrap. So by default, everything will snap into to mobile. Everything's mobile responsive. But on top of that, when you're building inside ClickFunnels, every element, so video player, headline, or any element, you can turn it, say, hey, turn this one off in mobile and on in desktop. So you can have things that disappear and reappear based on if they're mobile. So you can do, you know, by default, if everything's mobile responsive, you can get really granular if you want and turn on and off every single element based on that. So you can make a mobile page that's perfect, exactly the way you want it to be. Good question. What was the traffic website again? Oh, I think you're talking about similarweb.com. So similarweb.com is a website we use to find out where people's traffic's coming from. Good questions. Does ClickFunnels integrate with Infusionsoft, Ontraport, Aweber, etc.? Yeah. So we have Infusionsoft integrations. We have Ontraport. We have Aweber. We have Mailchimp. We have Icon. Like almost all the major shopping carts and autoresponders we currently have integrations with. We're adding more all the time. In fact, we have a full-time guy who all he does is integrations. We just finished our ShipStation integration. So if you're shipping physical products, that's done now. You know, we're adding more and more all the time. So while ClickFunnels can do most of that for you by in and of itself, if you want to use a third party that you like, you can also do that as well. I'm on the top 50. For your sake, I hope so. If not, it's time to get off your butt and go. How's this compared to Kajabi? Kajabi does really good membership sites, and that's kind of my opinion of Kajabi. I think the membership sites are awesome, but they're not, what they do is not what we do. We do your entire business in one spot. Can ClickFunnels do tracking? Yeah, so you can set up Google Analytics on every single page or in the funnel as a whole. You can set up retargeting pixels on each page or as the funnel as a whole. ClickFunnels does have its own internal tracking as well, so you can see the conversions from page to page to page in the funnel. So you can set up funnel tracking, you can use internal tracking, you do both, but all that is definitely in there. Will this work for my business? This is my favorite question. People always tell me, Russell, I'm a chiropractor, or I'm a financial planner, I'm a whatever. Okay, and I always tell people like, and people ask me like, will ClickFunnels work for my business? Well, I'm like, well, let me ask you, could your business benefit from customers, from leads, or from sales? If the answer is yes to any of those, then the answer is yes. Like that's what ClickFunnels does. And so it will work for your business. Sometimes you have to think outside the box, and that's what the Funnel Hacks training is for. We go through that and help break down how to make this work for your type of a business, but it works. It works for all types of businesses, you guys. That's how this process is, okay? And so I think that wraps up most of the questions I have here. Again, if you have any questions that answered yet, feel free to ask them here and go to webinar, and we'll try to keep answering them. I will probably mute myself and try to answer some questions here as well. But one last recap, you guys. First off, thank you so much for being on the webinar. It's been amazing. I've had a ton of fun with you guys. The last recap, what you're going to get, you're going to get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, plus we're going to throw in Backpack and Actionetics. You get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, our soap opera sites, total value of $11,552, plus those who are hurrying and getting off your butts and going to clickfunnels.com/go. If you're in the top 50, you'll get the unlimited account. You get all this and a whole bunch more, you guys, just for one payment of $997 today. All you gotta do is go to clickfunnels.com/go. So open up a new browser. It could be Firefox or Chrome, whatever you use. Type in clickfunnels.com/go. Go get started. As soon as you do, it'll unlock the Funnel Hacks training, so you can go through the training tonight. It'll unlock ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics. You'll have everything you guys need to be successful online at this point. And if you still have any questions and we don't get to it for any reason, please email our support. You can see the email address there on the screen. It's support@clickfunnels.com. We're here to support you. We care about you guys. We're grateful to have you guys here. And again, thank you so much for being on the webinar. And I'm going to mute myself now, answer some questions over here on GoToWebinar chat. If you have any questions, let us know. Other than that, you guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you inside the members there. I'll see you in our training, and we will have fun together inside of ClickFunnels. Thanks you guys so much for everything, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.